So.
No, I mean, first of all, somehow she's connected with me. And me and Dom did the research. She does like media.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, it was weird as fuck. She was like, yeah, I can see it. I'm cool with that. JJ and Terrence Ross from the rap face. Like, I can see it. I can get you. I was like, hold up. Oh. That's on the Insta, she legit does. You went there. To send me like naked pictures and shit on Snapchat. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Right? I was at work. Like, just going. Like, I got a message on Snapchat. I'm in front of people and shit. I'm in front of people and shit. Like, next thing I know, it was a video. She's just like, I was like, oh. So we had to do the research, man. But she talking about seeing what's up, so I'm trying to gobble cock, right?
She in the OVO, she got episodes. Real
quick. I'm just trying to go up there.
We got Periscope groupies, virtual groupies.
Alright.
Plug them over to the podcast.
That's what I'm telling Don. Like,
She got one.
Like,
She had one. She had one.
Like sports.
There's a little shit. She got money.
Really, you can plug. Really cheap.
I'll be like, yeah, fly me out. Fly me out. Fly me out. Fly me out.
That's fun.
Is that broadcast right now? Yeah, nigga.
Right? This is over.
Nigga.
Streaming through the chopper up. YouTube page.
I don't know. I seen you post something, but I ain't heard.
You know what it is.
That's the, you know, they trumpet or some shit.
He sings his
Saxophone.
Oh, Terrence Martin.
Oh,
That's
Terrence Martin's a singer. He be using that vocoder.
Yeah.
Cali ass.
I heard him on like some old
But he got.
weird shit or
I was listening to this one song. Have you listened to it?
I never had a chance.
So this shit sounded.
I saw it.
Sure.
Sounds some adult swim shit.
That's how it's really. Hold on, look at the end of that Black and the Berry.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
This is Brandon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That is that.
it's like this, like a sound of.
Man, like the last song on there, Immortal Man. The legendary man.
Somebody can get beat up by Batman. I don't know, that's Batman.
That shit's some good stuff.
I'm gonna be soundtrack for today. What's your favorite song of the Love Song? Mine is Mortal Man.
Mine, you. Mine's Mary Drummond.
Mine's
And
Can't remember the name of
And,
the track.
is it for free? No, not for free. You're for sale. For sale, and you're running from the devil's eye. What's wrong, dude?
This feeling is unmatched.
So you complicate.
Trying to send this fucking link out.
No, I'm scary. That shit probably recording that. No one else on the album. Nothing sounds like. Like this could be a me. No. Big rap.
Like you. Choppin.
They're probably like, what the fuck are you doing? Hold on. Just you hold on and wait and see. Trying to send out this Motherfucking league.
Like a fucking joke.
Troy
It
Adams.
looks sweet on that cover.
He do. And
Mhm.
Kevin Gates still look like a lesbian. He look like a female. Female lesbian. Butch female lesbian.
I got hella clothes. I got clothes.
Hold on, wait a minute. Very good, because I've been able to record shit sounding like this.
Shoot up, man. Shoot up, man. I'm gonna put homies over hoes on my playlist. Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. Bro, the nigga popped the bottom. He's like,
It's so gay. Yeah,
it's like, a bunch of knuckleheads.
I got niggas ready.
Bitch, can't you see?
Nigga,
Pop back away from me.
Honestly.
really, nigga.
Really, nigga?
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey world. Welcome back to the Chopping It Up with the Homies podcast. I am the one and only Swoley Tarantino. AKA
Woo!
Dom Petty. Because if you want to get petty, I'm the pettiest nigga. And to my left,
Zam Zam, Bonam, Latif.
Okay.
Sorry, Alexa.
Rich on the Quan.
It's your boy Archie in the building.
So yeah, we're gonna stay with this fucking this topic before it dies, because it's at the end of it for the most part. But this Kalani Party Next Door, Kyrie Irving fiasco that popped off this week.
The shenanigans.
The shenanigans.
After all the shenanigans.
So if you don't know, it started off as Party posting a picture of him and Kalani and Beige. You saw like their hands and shit. And Kalani was supposedly dating Kyrie Irving from the Cavaliers still. And Twitter got a hold of that shit. Instagram got a hold of that shit.
Yo, Twitter is a monster.
And they
Like, I look at Twitter like an animal now.
they ate her ass up. Like, she got ate up.
That shit is corny though. Like, it's part like party.
Oh my
That
god.
shit is corny as fuck.
Oh,
like,
The fourth
horrible.
the fourth member of that whole shenanigans was Chris Brown. He was the tail end of it.
Why do I feel like he's always part of the shenanigans?
He low-key got the worst.
Chris Shenanigans Brown.
Like,
Right.
he low-key got the worst.
Right.
But so I guess I don't know. No one's been able to clarify whether this happened before or after. But she attempted suicide. We don't know if it was from all the bullying from the internet, because she is only 20 years old, and or if it was beforehand, that she posted like, I just tried to kill myself and Party helped me, looking for sympathy.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
and
why
then
you
other
putting
people-
me, like,
Yeah, a lot of people think that she did that so people would like leave her alone, like quit posting mean shit about her. But she says that I wasn't
this is
cheating.
the internet. You're going to get clowned.
Party was my first
Like,
love.
illustrated,
And I'm a party. Kyrie had posted some little videos and laughing, talking about like basically like he don't give a shit.
Kyrie Irving.
But he said though that after the fact, he was like, we weren't even together when this happened, so she wasn't cheating on nobody.
I would say that too.
Right.
Niggas be acting
But then Chris Brown tried to flex. He was tweeting like, laughing at her trying to commit suicide. Fuck you. Damn. And then they got at him because they're like, nigga, you were suicidal last year.
Yep.
Trying to joke on somebody.
He's slow.
He is slow.
And they're like, you know, he can't say shit.
It's Eli Manning asking.
They're not gonna let that be Rihanna shit out. They're like, yo, you be Rihanna, but you want to talk about women? You can't talk about shit.
Maybe he's saying,
Like,
maybe
you
he's
lost
saying,
your ability to do such.
maybe he's saying like he's frying her trying to commit suicide because he went through, I guess,
No,
not person.
I don't think he said nothing. Like, about
Yeah, I'm
her
sure-
as far as committed suicide. I think it was more so, like saying that she was doing it
situation.
for publicity, basically.
Yeah, so they leave her alone and shit.
Yeah, it basically was causing
Some risk management. She was trying to pull a PR move.
Did you
I
see
thought
that?
it was-
That's basically what it was.
But you know what's crazy?
I thought it was a weird shot, kind of like yay, but not really. When he posted that picture of it's like when Chris Brown posted when Ye has your phone and tweets from it. It was like that's kind of like a double-edged sword, isn't it?
I
Like,
don't think so.
no,
I think he's
you
just like,
making fun of
everybody
somebody
knows.
for not.
everybody knows, yeah, he's like brash as fuck, so.
Yeah, you don't want to think before you move. You just move.
Well, I'm just talking about it'd be weird if the nigga, it'd be something else for Chris if the nigga kind of was like, nigga, don't put my name in your mouth.
Nah,
That kind of shit.
What's funny is that like whether it was intentional or not, there was a lot of people who went to listen to her because they know who the fuck she was. They knew who the party was. They knew who Kyrie Irving was. There was so many tweets.
As they should.
There were so many tweets like I don't know who Kalani is until like I didn't know
It was
this
like, yo,
thing happened.
Who is Kukarachi?
Barney's the next bitch that's gonna have a reality show on VH1.
She bad though.
I like it, man, honestly. But yeah, I don't know.
Aren't they?
I don't know the time span, like when she allegedly posted pictures of that nigga like on her hospital bed. And shit.
Yeah.
Like, was that before?
Who was on the hospital bed?
Part of his was like leaning over Kalani's like,
Yeah.
hospital bed.
Yeah.
She was like, "Thank you for saving my life." Or whatever.
When what made it seem worse is because she had deleted her Instagram. I was like, "Oh, you guilty, bitch? You deleted your Instagram. Ain't trying to get ate up by the internet."
Because did you see the meme where it was like, it was them, I guess Kyrie and Kalani on the phone, and Kyrie was like, "Where you at?" She was like, "I'm next door at this party." It was going hard.
Like, I think this might almost. I don't know. I think people like the damaged people that don't use it like Lana Del Rey.
Like damaged people.
Like Lana Del Rey, same kind of. She thought she was gonna be part of the 27 Club and whatnot. So I think
27 Club.
you know, like Kurt Cobain.
You know, all the man white lighters.
Really? Damn, that's weird.
What is that? A government conspiracy?
Right.
That's a really out. Died at 27. It was what? Amy.
Amy Winehouse,
Kurt
Jimi
Cobain.
Hendrix, Kurt Cobain. I don't know how it was Tupac. Tupac went in there.
Nah, I think he was.
There's a few more people.
Yeah.
Some shit they got moving.
And he gets referenced a lot in music at the 27 Club. I just heard the Fat Zombies referenced it in their new album, or Beach did.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah, me either. I never heard of it.
Yeah.
That's different. It's a different.
And look, and with all those people, all the music is like timeless right now.
Right. It's true. That's true. It's good shit.
But with all that being said, so a lot of people were talking about in defense of Kalani in this situation when people thought she was guilty, were saying that y'all eating Kalani up, but when Party cheated on her, everybody was like, it's okay.
Same thing, like ain't nobody saying shit about Swaggy P.
Right.
Very.
Nigga D'Angelo Russell getting
Right. So that goes looks like this whole
he get memed the fuck up. They had that nigga his name. What's that scene?
Forrest Gump was gonna bust it.
You can't sit here.
Yo, who did? So did Russell post it, or did somebody else take his phone? Because I feel like
He posted it.
But he's
He's already made the
he's
pop.
a buster.
what is the point?
Yeah,
You realize no team's gonna want you.
I
No
think he does
team
now.
is gonna want you on their team.
I think he should. I think he's starting to realize that. First of all, like
He's
kind of
not-
Iggy's been subtweeting the fuck out of what's Russell. What's his
I don't even know.
yeah,
Angela Russell. She been
He basically
subtweeting
said,
him.
I like this movie.
yeah. She said, I personally like D'Angelo Russell's film. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like obviously, like remember when Diddy said him and Cassie got 75-25. He 75% the best husband, boyfriend, whatever, but the other 25 when I'm on the road, I do it. Iggy and him kind of easily had that same kind of deal, and he tried to blow it up, but he looked like the ass now. Because obviously no one's mad at each other.
No,
It's like,
aren't they done?
Yeah, I thought they was good.
I didn't.
No?
Yeah, I thought they were.
I mean, why would she? Why would she say
maybe
thank you?
you know how fucking Twitter is. Maybe this is like 2 days ago. I just found this out, so maybe it's fucking changed in like fucking 24 hours.
I just don't understand Russell's move.
I didn't get the motive.
That's the ultimate like get the fuck out the league move you can make to yourself. Like that's career suicide. That's like going to.
I don't think these teams are gonna take it serious. If he's still looping.
I mean,
yeah, but when you look over and pass the ball to this nigga,
what's because no, that's the thing though. It's because he's
under
contract. Once his contract's up, I'm like, let's say we're on fucking the Bulls, he get traded. We're gonna be sitting looking at like, nah, you can't come with us.
Nah,
you can't.
It's not shooting like ball on like Mike.
Nah, you can't have the ball.
Right.
I'm not passing the nigga the ball. I'm open. I don't care. Man, you get triple team. Fuck you.
I don't know. I just can't imagine a team like blowing.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like as big.
I mean,
no, I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm
gonna tell you why though, because like you saying, it's family oriented. You know how many players come out of college every year? This nigga's not that good. No one knew his name until this thing. He's replaceable. So it's easily like, go to Europe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get a villa in Europe.
Yeah, like I better put
Yeah, and the nigga try to be a white knight. Clown.
But I'm like,
it's also you can't even like feel like you just have guy talk around this.
I mean, was he trying to did he want Swaggy P's life or something?
I don't know.
he has Swaggy P's life.
I mean, but did he got greedy, like, I want more, like, I want Iggy, like, I'm better than you.
That nigga gonna start growing his hair out like him and shit.
Nigga gonna turn around and look like this.
Swaggy D.
Swaggy D. He's like, I can treat you better, D. I can do you better. Like, come on, man. Like, I think it's so, it's blasphemous because you don't know the most. No one knows the fucking most. Straight up. That shit weird, man.
Yeah, so with all that shit, man, when people usually siding against the girl, this goes with this whole like misogyny shit we was talking about last week, with this whole boys will be boys mentality of like, well, they're boys, they're supposed to do these things, it's okay, and the girls get the shaft, no pun intended, and but look, and the fucked up part is I had like a situation when I lived in Utah. I was a kid, we were playing soccer, the older kids used to like try to play rugby basically. So, you know, I had my school jeans, and my mom was pissed. Why you come home and your nice jeans are all fucked up? So she goes talk to the principal. Principal says, boys will be boys. So my mom was like, okay, they do that to you. You have our permission to defend yourself.
Hands will be
hand yourself. So I'm out there, me and my buddies, you know, we start being the bullies of the damn soccer field. Like, all right, in recess, we fucking you up, like, and and that kind, I think that kind of creates like this vicious cycle in society that like once you raise like, well,
when they turned into Tony Montana on the playground, them niggas like, okay.
Yeah, man. I remember we had this thing that you call whitewashing, where you take somebody and you force their face into like the snow. And we were finding like the sixth graders by themselves with me and two other kids, and we whitewashed all the sixth graders we could find. It was like we're putting out like hits on that.
You're probably responsible for
and you try to ruin my childhood first. The principal should have stepped in and did his job instead of saying boys will be boys. That's just letting anarchy happen. Oh, boys will be boys. You know how boys are.
Hands will be hands.
Right. So we finna start handling our own business. So like I think that's how our society kind of goes though. Is boys will be boys. They let shit slide because you know men are supposed to do these things.
Swaggy P can cheat with Kalani. You know that pussy.
Oh yeah. It's definitely looked at in society, especially girls do it worse than guys do. If a girl has X amount of bodies on her list, she's like a hoe,
Ran through.
and then she's not worth as much as she could be. But then the guy, you know, you're worth more if you got.
Sort of golden cock.
Yeah, like, oh man, you been with 100 girls? You must be the man. Are you doing? And then you doing 100 dudes? Are you a hoe? Like, yeah, it's crazy that like.
Isn't that kind of crazy? We just watched that on the Advice.
Right.
And I feel like it's the same set, but it's a different type of punishment. Like
you get ostracized and
in Pakistan, like these husbands and their in-laws is throwing acid on these chicks for wearing the wrong clothes.
On their face and their
private parts, so they're useless in society's eyes.
So they kill each other.
You know what I'm saying? So like to see it here in America, like to see that, you know what I'm saying, you got as we said, Sir Golden Cock. It's all good. And then with the chick, it's not good. If you got that many bodies or whatnot, then you ostracized like via Twitter.
This is gonna be kind of gross, but I think I know why. It's like there's a penis, right? But like something about the vagina, it's like it's a lot that's been in there and it's stretched or maybe not stretched. I'm just saying, I think that's where it comes from. I mean, me, it's a toss up. It's a toss up with me, like depending on how many partners you've been with versus your personality and vibe, even if it's worth it to me.
So you
but from like just from like
the thought of penetration from multiple men.
I can't explain it. It's just like your penis goes in it, but you can't.
It's like the idea, like
it's like they can't literally watch that shit. Yeah, I mean, I know.
Posted walls with the.
But if there was some shit on your dick, you could just wash that shit up. And it's like,
can you though? I had this conversation before this week because
it's more soothing on the mind. Is what I'm saying.
Because it's like it's not inside.
It's like
there's fluid in there, and then this will go up in your dick hole. You don't know what the fuck's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That seems a little.
I
mean, the thought process is valid, but it seems a little far.
But what I'm saying,
like if you put some shit on your dick, they're not gonna get in the pussy and pull it out. It's gonna be in the pussy, like
right.
Living.
Yeah, but I mean, that depends. But I'm saying that depends.
I'm just saying that's what I think. That's what I think why people, like guys, have I guess a different outlook on their fucking performance sexually. I guess I don't know.
I ain't never.
I don't know.
But then that's what I said. I said like that's what I think the overall. But everybody knows it to each his own. If that was the case, then Kim and Amber wouldn't be able to get anybody.
No, that kind of goes with.
That's Kim Kardashian.
I was had this conversation, listening to some music earlier this week, and a lot of like, especially good niggas, always bring up like you kissing her, but she just sucked my dick, shit. And it's like when you really think about it, everybody mouth been on something. I mean, unless she literally just sucked this nigga dick, like you sucking somebody, you kissing some other chick that sucks somebody else's dick too. Like, especially like if you think about
kidney hole.
Especially if you think about somebody like Amber Rose, that's been with the like 10 entertainers in the past like 2 years. I mean,
I feel like that's just a mental thing. I'm like everybody. I was like, you could live in the 30 years before. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why they invent showers, disinfectants, and such. But it is what it is. I'm like, but it's like it's different if you're not going out there just kissing like a dirty street rat.
But it's the same. No, look. It's the same. It's the same for girls. The majority of girls would not want a guy knowingly that this nigga's fucked half the company, fucking the whole building, because he just that everybody's seen that character in the movie. Right. Nice car. No girl wants that, right? But like. In all these movies and all this and that, just like you say, like white people are always on top of everything, the whole is them. The whole world is guys. Like the guys have jobs, they have positions, they have spokesmen. There's no like really spokeswomen. It's like when you see somebody on stage, it's almost like, okay, it's a girl. This is different. This is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they're all like, I think it's like they are saying the same shit we say about them, but our opinion is way more.
Right, and it's weird because I was watching Flophouse on Viceland last week, and one of the comedians was like, there was a chick comedian. She was like, "Do guys not like realize that like they came out of a woman? I just don't. I just think about it. I don't know. And I was like, and I think about it all the time. Like, I don't know why men are so hard on women when you have a mom.
I always
Because mom's like the hot button topic. Like most people, they don't say, your dad. You like, your mom, and you like, hold up, my mom. I'll kill you. Like it's never like bad. Like you said some shit about my mom, it's a rap.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why women they think
because moms get the respect women don't.
They're all moms though. You know me in theory.
Only if you know that they're a mom or if you like know them personally. That's what it seems.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe
Hillary a mom. Sarah Palin, I'm sure, is a mom. But like this, nobody. I don't know. It's just
feeling, and it might be just one of them perceptions. Like it's like you might sleep with so many people, and then who know about it unless you just pillow talking.
Yeah.
If you just out like, oh yeah, man, I get this shit. Like you know how to catch these things. Yeah, sleep. Yeah, I get all that nasty shit. Yeah. Like what else you do, brother? You know, I think be like a little like, yeah, bro. That shit cool, nigga. That's a trophy, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, nigga, it's a trophy. But like as you get older, it's kind of like it's a whole different kind of game. So if you smash everybody in your company or some shit as a man, and then you trying to really date somebody in your company, and that's it's a bunch of no-nos. Code ethics.
I'm saying the tails and turns the same principle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
I'm saying like even with the women too.
Right?
Yeah, so it's all about the business. It's how you keep it. Like nobody ever know how many people you see with you don't talk about it.
Yeah, because everybody feels the need to broadcast their entire life on social media.
Yeah.
I tell people the shit that like I want you to know. I'm gonna tell every single bit piece of my life. Like, yeah, I just said that. It was glorious.
It was amazing.
On the way to the bathroom to take a
massive talk.
The motherfuckers are like, woke up. And now the worst part is now it's everything's video now, like Periscope getting bigger, Facebook Live. Now you're finna see niggas taking the shit. Watch, you're like, yeah, I'm just on the toilet right now.
I told you about
That's like Periscope.
Yeah.
That's like Periscope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to have some regulations come through.
They do.
At some point because
they
I see a lot of fucking teenagers and underage.
Oh yeah. Those are the regulations they really got because it's owned by Twitter, so Twitter doesn't have regulations. So Periscope is just like no nudity, but like a lot of people.
No nudity.
Yeah. No, like I'm saying.
I'm never even cut it. It's like you know, right?
Right, exactly. So, everybody tell. There's always somebody who snitches. People on Facebook I see every day. A lot of these models like who fucking flag me. This is under the regulations. Blah blah blah. But like this one chick, she was on Periscope, drunk driving. Everybody called the police on her. She went to jail. Like people are gonna tell on you.
That's good.
Hey, that's cool, though. I'm with that though.
Be a snitch.
You gotta be selective snitching on Periscope.
Good snitch.
First off, the fact of periscoping and driving is already a different task because you're trying to look at questions.
You can't do that sober.
Like, and then you want to fucking drink.
Other people miss out, like,
On experience.
the moments. Because, like, if you go to a concert these days, everybody has a phone. Like, I don't know my phone out to a concert. I'm in this shit.
I might pull it out one time to get that.
Yeah, like
that's
yeah, but niggas be like the whole concert. I remember when Kendrick Lamar came down here. It was some chick in front of me.
Yeah.
With her doing the FaceTime joint with her raggedy ass boyfriend, so he could watch the concert. So she's out there the whole time with her phone in the air. This nigga on fucking FaceTime, so he can see.
Like people were
on that big ass thing as he sits fucking some other bitch.
And and I think eventually people's memories are gonna become super shitty. Because now everybody's recording everything, take pictures of everything, to where they can't remember shit.
Right.
And now
like
when I think the let's say like our grandkids' kids, they're not gonna have memory for shit. They're gonna be like, I don't know, let me check.
In their defense though,
okay, it was.
I will say like in some cases like I remember I was at like Schoolboy Q show.
Yeah.
And like I recorded like one song.
Yeah.
Just like in some cases though, I do it because I want to feel that moment again.
Right.
Like of course I can think about it,
yeah.
but it's nothing better than like, damn nigga, like remember this? You know what I'm I'm saying? In some cases.
Right.
Not when it's like the whole show.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, them people would just be sitting there
And
the entire
they
time.
might just start treating it like bootlegging at the movie.
Yeah, they was talking about the shit, like with comedians or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, comedians have to put together a set. So somebody's typing their shit and they going to the next city and the shit's all over the internet.
Yeah.
The same joke.
Oh, we went to go see. When me and Zan Gordon went to go see fucking Dave Chappelle, people was getting kicked out left and right. They was this is before the show started. They were playing like check time or text somebody. They were like, get out.
Yeah, I'm talking like as soon as that shit leaves your pocket, like
they on you.
He's one person that I rarely see. Now I think about it, he's one person that I rarely see that's like getting leaked. Like,
yeah.
Right. Like,
you might hear audio.
Audio, yeah. Because somebody in their pockets like,
yeah. He ain't playing that shit.
But that's nothing. It's just kind of like
Kevin Hart play that shit.
It's kind of like
I'm
make money, man.
2 Kevin Hart shows.
Wow.
Nigga, it's like 6 people in each section constantly going up and down stairs.
I've never been a person that like really cared if someone spoiled a movie for me, but if I'm going to see some stand up, something like that, I don't want to see like when they show these like 5 trailers for a movie. I don't want to watch them because I'm gonna go to the movie. Like, oh, this is when this happens. Oh, I'm not surprised or excited anymore. I don't want to see that shit. I try to avoid that shit.
That's why I barely go now. I barely go to the movie. I ain't been in a movie yet. Damn near a year.
Like I went to go see that Batman vs Superman, and I saw a trailer for that Ratchet and Clank movie. It was like a 5-minute trailer. I was like, I don't need to see the movie now.
Right, you know exactly what it is.
You know the whole story, what's gonna happen. Like,
you literally just watching the movie at that point.
Right.
Jokes that you didn't get.
It's like sometimes it's like your information is too good. Being too informed is a problem.
Yeah, that's making sense.
They're gonna start treating the shows like the rappers treat like girls in their hotels and shit. Right. Just leave your phone on the table. You know.
They should though.
But they already do.
No, like I went to go. Yeah. I went to go see a private screening or whatever, like 2 months before the movie came out, and they make you put either leave your cell phones in the car or they'll put it in a wrapper bag with your name on it. You sit on the table, they watch it, they're watching the movie, and then you come out the movie, you get your shit back.
Yeah, remember me, you, Archie, we went to see 30 Minutes or Less. Yeah, they put our phones in a Ziploc bag.
Everything.
30 Minutes or Less.
That one with
McBride and
I
don't know.
That's something weird.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Something.
And what's his name? Aziz Ansari.
Yeah. Well, how many of y'all seen the little Batman movie yet? So Batman Superman.
I haven't.
See, I just want to let everybody know. Go see it for yourself before like you read the critics, because it wasn't a Marvel type movie, but it wasn't like, oh my god, it's so terrible. Like,
I think that's why I didn't go see it. I was already off of it.
Ben Affleck did
the hot point.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Ben Affleck, I think
He did good.
his past like 5 years of acting have been really good.
Yeah, that's why I don't see the whole bad. Niggas be stuck on Gilly and shit. Like,
yeah,
killing it.
Or
like,
Daredevil or some
shit.
shit.
Years. Like,
Yeah, and he was swole as hell in this movie. Like bodybuilder.
I mean, the same reason I'm going to see this, to see Batman vs Superman, is the same reason I'm going, because fucking when we see Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Everybody said the movie was ass. Me and this nigga like, what? What are you talking about? Niggas talking about, I don't want to go see it. They die hard. They don't want to go see it, shit. Because other
shit was like, they live my childhood. They just look different, that's all.
I might be the only nigga in the world that like House of Wax. Apparently. I just found this out a few years ago. I'm the only nigga in the world that likes House of Wax.
I was telling this nigga,
what Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
I was telling
Only nigga that like Chucky that I fucking know.
Chucky.
I mean, who don't? I mean, who?
I like Chucky.
I feel like that's such a classic. Like that's part of the Freddy Krueger.
Chucky was like the low key.
Yeah, pumpkin head. I feel like there's
not toys.
Like if there was like
everybody heard that toy, they looked over and it wasn't where you put it.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you while you sleep.
Nigga, you want to put me in the microwave?
I feel like if there was like a double XL for horror movies, Chucky would be on that front cover. Chucky, Freddy Krueger.
It's like, why is he strong? Like, why is he strong? You can't. No.
You're a little toy. Why? I'll break you.
I can go into detail. I can go into detail about that.
But yo, real quick before we switch subjects, I was telling this nigga yesterday. Like as far as music goes, it's like I can't really say that Big's music sucked. I know we were talking about this shit yesterday, but it's like you don't know what that music does to another person. You know what I'm saying? Same with like movies. Like you don't know what feeling that gives another person.
Right.
So I can't say it does. So
I think
Example, Young L. That's my nigga.
I think movies are a little different because there's like an aesthetic value because you can physically see it, and then there's like if it's not put together well, or if like the like this Batman movie, like everybody who's read comic books or seen cartoons, Lex Luthor is kind of a intimidating person. He's like the opposite of like fucking Vogel. Yeah, he's supposed to be kind of like Bruce Wayne. He's rich, he's strong, he knows how to fight. This one, he was like a nerd, and it's like it kind of takes away from the fear factor.
So I mean, okay, I get that.
You know what I mean?
Like
So
the character is low key.
Yeah. You know what I
Like when
mean?
you have Hollywood taking your favorite characters and then like either they emasculating them or emasculating. Like how they took Bane on The Dark Knight Rises, even though that was a great fucking film. Bane didn't talk.
Yeah.
Bane was like a.
He was like,
break shit.
At the same time.
I mean, you know.
That's a Star Wars movie.
Oh no.
It's Star Wars. I'm thinking about what it was.
Yeah,
He's one of the
he's one of the characters. Yeah.
Like that goes into what y'all saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people probably look at like he wasn't black. Why are they doing this?
But I was like, there's aliens in there.
Check me out. Riddle me this, Arch. You know, you said Bane was a ass nigga.
Right.
Check me out. Metaphorically, at the end of the movie, is the minds that were in the movie. We got what's Morgan Freeman's nigga name? Fox.
Lucius Fox.
Yeah.
You got Lucius Fox. You got fucking Bruce Wayne.
Right.
You got Ra's al Ghul. At the end of the movie and all that shit, that nigga, he was the grunt the whole fucking time. Like,
True.
metaphorically, he was the dumb one the whole time. He was just doing all of the fucking.
Yeah, they were definitely trying to make
So
it
it's
more,
kind of like he was still Bane in a sense.
Yeah, I think they were trying to make it more realistic, real life, instead of comic book.
Because I mean, ain't nobody, they would just blow this nigga up. It was just like, you know.
Right.
But to answer your question, Money Print, like one of those like masculine things he was saying, like even if you don't read comics and shit like that, you know, in the like the first 3 Spider-Man, that was not fucking Venom. You know what I'm saying? Like Venom was hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anybody knows Venom. Like I don't know how the director was like, I'm gonna take Venom and just
making this
fuck
weak
him
ass
up.
nigga. Yeah.
Like Venom, he did Venom so like it's so easy. It's so easy like to just.
But see, that might be for the second series though. Even though the series already been, put on paper.
Yeah.
It's probably like what's gonna make an interesting movie. Instead.
But I would love to see Venom in CGI.
A real Venom.
But Venom, that'd probably be somebody that's like a reoccurring character if he was the Venom that he was back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they make
it's like damn, like do we keep on making like the same movie or we want to like kind of make this nigga weak, knock him off, and get a new character? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
It makes sense. They kind of did that with Doomsday and the Batman vs. Superman. But speaking on superhero movies, Deadpool is now the highest grossing rated movie ever. Ever.
Because I like Deadpool because it was cliche.
Right.
I feel like superhero movies, listen to this. I feel like superhero movies are like the fast food of the movie world.
Like the quick.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And it's like.
Yeah, because the scripts are written. The scripts are written
People are gonna go
for.
see it. You already know the story.
Yeah.
Imminent danger is gonna rule, and then the superhero springs into action. Comes close to getting killed. Comes close to getting killed.
Yeah, because it's written for it. All they got to do is like take 3 comics and then kind of cohesive and put them together, and they got a movie script, and they just got to add in like the actual like lines.
That's true.
But like
Deadpool
not only like I mean I was gonna see it regardless because he's my favorite character. He's my favorite character for a long time. But they just did it really well, and Ryan Reynolds actually like fought to make this movie like for the past 10
He
years.
needed that shit. If that flop, if he didn't do that, his career's probably done.
Man, you see his wife though? He worried about it.
The Green Lantern shit.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a
Poo poo.
He even lived out his wife. You know, it was Blake Lively.
big one.
You seen the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? launch it. I can't remember.
I probably didn't know what I said.
You have an iPhone?
Only Google me for things.
It's only good thing.
Oh, how deep you are.
So on to some real serious going on right now. There's an education crisis going on, and initially, and we've always heard it's like public school's fault, like the teachers aren't doing their job and blah blah blah. So right now there's a big fear of privatization of schools, which a lot of the people who put their kids in private schools are mad because they don't want to pay tax money to go into the public schools because their kids don't go to public schools. So it's taken away from education, and it's like, do you want like a stupid society? Like our taxes already pay for shit, don't know what it goes to. So why are you trying to take away from education? Like, you can't have a world full of dummies. I don't understand what the problem is. It's not like it's this big. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you look at your check, you see taxes taken out. It's not like this gargantuan amount. Yeah, it kind of sucks that you're losing $150 or some shit like that. But at the same time, if your roads are fucked up, do you want to come out of pocket right then and there for that road, or the school's fucked up? Do you want to come out of pocket for it? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot worse things that they could use tax money for.
Right.
But complaining about public schools is fucking stupid.
I mean, I was watching like a Bernie Sanders interview today, and he was talking about his plan. I guess is to one of the ideas is to tax people with a higher income more.
Yeah.
And have that pay for like the free education,
right,
free tuition and shit like that.
College?
Yeah.
So can I get reimbursed?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, I don't know, like what do you think the downside of that is? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I try to look at both sides, but I don't really.
Right.
You see what's wrong with that?
I don't.
There's something wrong with taxes.
I'm not
right?
like if you had to like try to pull something bad out of that situation.
Because I think what it is, they're often the rich get mad because they're saying, "Oh, we're getting taxed more," but it's one of those things. I think that it kind of it's the same thing, but it looks like it's more because you make more money. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if like we make X amount of money and $100 comes out, right? So if somebody who makes double ours, 200 come out. It's the same thing, same percentage coming out. It just looks like more dollar bills because you make more than I do, but it's really the same thing. So I think they're just kind of.
I remember this episode of Brilliant Idiots where they were talking about taxes, and I think Choppin was like he gets 6% of his monthly check or some shit. He said it was something like almost in 6 figures in taxes. And then Schultz is at like fucking 0.2 or some shit. But I mean, I don't know how much money that nigga made, but that's a lot of fucking money.
Bernie was saying like these people are probably getting mad because they can't tuck away that money on like a private island.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
Because my thing is like,
it's some law to that, like, or you couldn't like offshore account.
They do it anyway.
Yeah.
My thing is, I was like, if you, okay, let's say the rich people are mad, these taxes are going to happen regardless. But you can't take away from the poor people because they're poor. They literally won't have any money to help circulate this capitalist lifestyle of that we live in.
You think rich people care? Huh?
It's usually more about the fact that I worked hard to pay all this money.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
take my money. That's usually what the mainstay is.
Well, the funny part is though, the people who make the most noise about it are poor people, and it's like, why are you mad to take away from them? Like, well, the government's just trying to do this. Shut the fuck up! They're trying to help you out. Like, I don't think people they fight for the wrong things all the time. Like, they're trying
to. It's like your boy hating on Obamacare. You know, see that video when that man was like, he was like against the shit.
Yeah,
he saved his fucking life.
Yeah.
But people don't understand, like, even overseas, man, people get free healthcare. The government provides all of that. I'm talking about
free taxes.
Right. And I was like, you don't even see it. You don't miss it because your government take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, people are getting paid incentives for doing their job. You know what I'm saying? Like, was it me that watched that Michael Bay film? Where he took those guys over to, took that group of people over to Cuba.
I think.
Yeah, he went to Cuba and he took like, they had like inhalers for like 10 cents in Cuba. We talking about what was it, fascist, how do you call it? Michael Moore. I'm sorry, I said Michael Bay. That's explosion. But yeah, Michael Moore, when he went over there and it was like the amount of inhaler in America is like 300, 150. They got like a big ass bag of shit for like 10 cents or whatever. And I was just kind of like, well, why is it so backwards over here? Like, why is it all? I was like, for a country that's kind of in debt to a whole nother country to be money growth, like for real. So like, I see taxing on not on education, but on people who get more money. And then education always seems to be like, they always seem to like, it's like that, what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's sectors to it. Like you got technology, science, and health. You got fashion, whatever. Education is like that, oh, well, we're going to put some money in there.
I've never seen how much, I don't even never known how much they get taken out of the taxes.
But you know, education always seems to get the cut. Like they always budget cutting on education. Yeah. And then I'm like, why would you budget cut on education when that's like the building blocks of
the future?
Yeah, like you take, like it seemed like everything else that could be dope bird. It's not, because you're taking all of that money.
Yeah, one of my college classes, we had to do a survey, and it said basically you had to say like what classes you liked and why you liked them, because they were trying to cut out some fine arts classes. And I was like, why would you do that? It's like, I'm trying to become a well-rounded person, and you're trying to take away classes that I want to take. Like not saying that I need it. I want to take this class to learn more, but you want to take this shit away. So I want to pay, if there's certain thing I want to learn, I want to pay tens of thousands of dollars to go to this other country to learn this when I can learn it here in our country and help benefit our country. That is, why would you take that away? It makes no sense.
I don't know. I've never understood. I always looked at it like, I always like, follow the dollar bill. You don't always find your point or not, I guess your point or whatever, what's wrong with whatever it is. You don't always follow the dollar bill. And like, I started to look at college like it was more of a racket. You know what I'm saying? Because it is. Because I'm like, you think about it, you go in there, of course, they're going to tell you everything you want to hear. And, inquisitive minds like ourselves want to go and we want to be well-rounded. We want to learn a skill. We want to take that skill and provide even for ourselves. And some of us that got kids want to do that for our kids, build better futures and stuff. I'm not saying anything against all colleges. Some really do it well. But then you got others that are like, come up here and do this and do that. But then you fuck around and have like a $40,000 something tab that you owe to your government. But I'm kind of like, I don't get that. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's so much money circulating. I get it for paying the paychecks for your professors and things like that, but ain't nobody holding it to the regard. You know what I'm saying? So
my whole outlook on taxes and all that shit has always been, I just have to fucking win the game. That's it. Right? You go on one side of the stick or the other, and it's just like, you just gotta maneuver through the game. Get through life is just a game, and whatever, how many chips or whatever you take with you when you die is what you got out of life. Cause like, this taxes shit is like, you either only way you're gonna get out of the tax problem is if you start making more money, which is making better moves and doing all this and that. And it's just like,
well, and it's funny. Well,
there's always gonna be somebody down there that's set up. Someone's gonna fall. Yeah. And someone's gonna go up, and it's like, and there's always gonna be someone in that hole. You just gotta get out of that hole, and learn how to maneuver and stay out of trouble, not to fall, and stay in the middle. But I know.
And the majority of the country, when they talk about taxes, the majority of the country never really feels that much of a bump. Unless you make over $100,000 a year, you're not gonna notice any difference.
Right.
If they add an extra $1, you're not gonna notice that $1.
Right. Nope. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, you just gotta fucking maneuver through this shit some kind of way.
But see, that's the problem that people are realizing now, is the fact that there's not a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know in their heads, like, damn, I'm gonna get to the top. Somebody else is gonna be at the bottom, and I know how it feels at the bottom. So why the fuck would I want to have somebody at the bottom? Like, I want to help people, but you can't because you know it's got to be winners and losers. That's the part.
Like, it's like everybody has like those people in their family. It's like, if I gave this nigga $10,000, he gonna blow it on weed, a PlayStation, and it just a bunch of clothes or
Jerseys.
anything. You just know. You know what?
Same
That's
color.
why. That's exactly why.
But you
That's
know
why
why?
you're
But
loud.
you see why?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the mind state. He knows. You know, that's all he knows.
But then again, it's not fair because, like you guys were saying, like the education shit. It's on television that all these other places are getting education in their communities, but they might have a popular community where everybody's wealthy. But then, you know, people on the short stick are like, hey, why don't you give us some? They're like, nah, we don't want to cut any more of our taxes. And you're just like, but it's the future.
Yo, this shit.
And it's like a setup, you know what I mean? It's the future. You want those kids to be smart, but not our kids? Like, and it's like you can't say no.
But what's really funny though is that when you look at like private schools versus like public schools, the numbers are not that different. Like just because you're in private school doesn't mean you're actually gonna learn
People
more.
get to feel some kind of
If you want to learn, you're gonna want to learn. If you don't want to learn, the kids gonna fuck
yeah,
up.
you can pay for private school out there. That don't mean the kids don't learn.
Yeah, he might have better. He might have better amenities and like, oh, the classroom's nicer, or they have touch screen this, or the books are newer. That's about it. But then you have to
if somebody wants to learn, they can learn
wherever.
It don't matter if you're in school or not. You
I
want
think the true schooling goes on outside of school.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to these kids, it's like they're trying to like you can tell a kid in school all day like how many ever hours they're in school, like, hey, boom, 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 know this, know that, know that. But it's up to what the kid wants to know when he gets home from school. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Low key, all you need to know is
But yo,
all of the first, just algebra 1. After algebra 1, you're good.
How many hours?
maybe to this, yo.
Yeah, because you need to know how to parentheses joint, put the number on the outside.
Listen, going on what you're saying though, that's what you need to know if you want this regular life.
No, I'm saying it's like a general how to be a human being.
Yeah, maybe that's why we in the position we in, because we think that's the general.
But you'll never. I mean, everything's based off numbers.
Yeah, but what if it's more? What if it's the reason why we not ascending to the next level is because we treated that other shit like it was nothing.
You talking about like your sciences? And
Think about it. Think about news.
Yeah.
Think about like
when they had us write current events.
Think about it. Like the fact that we saying, yo, really the only thing you need is this math and like
you know what's
algebra.
funny?
But it's like,
you know what's funny?
What if you paid attention to like everything else and treated that shit like the math?
Right.
Maybe you'd be somewhere else in life.
I know
you
I know there's some moments like I had.
But there's like history books that change every 2 years. Like
But still, history channel.
Money don't. I mean, not money.
Yeah.
Numbers don't
Half
change.
these channels are speaking on history. The lower channels to what's popping now, like Vice. They're
How you
speaking
gonna know
on
what
history.
channel to turn to if you don't know math?
But I'm saying you need to know
I'm just saying,
everything and not treating like that's the general. Maybe that's why niggas
You're talking about
the same position
right.
because they're treating it like this all you need to know.
But I'm saying, well,
I feel like
saying
that's the
hard.
people in this world and society that don't know it as well as the next are the people on top.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
general.
Like if you treat that shit like that's the only thing, maybe that's why you're only getting this.
Because you cut off your capacity.
Yeah, like
I'm just talking. We're talking about in school. We got social studies, reading, math,
science. But I mean,
science. Like, we got science.
all of it, every single part of it. What if you
There's-
treated that shit like it was math? The same way you use numbers every day with money.
Right.
Imagine
The
if you
system
treated
not
science
based
like
off
that,
of history, though.
bro.
But it's not so much.
You know, the market for like science and history is like.
But how do you
all
do science? The formulas, all that.
Math is important. I know this.
Or
I'm saying if you put,
But it seems like the core to all of that.
You talking about like all numbers?
you're gonna have to know numbers. But I'm saying like maybe that's the reason why people aren't going past just numbers. Listen to what we do. We work. What do we get from work? Money. Numbers. That's it.
Yeah.
But if we was like, yo, I know numbers as well as science, you know how powerful we fucking be?
Well, think about this.
But what I'm
History,
saying,
right? Think about this. Like
that goes
some of
hand
the
in hand.
stuff, some of the stuff that you retain from school. Like you ever had the moments where you like out or something happened, you like, damn, I can't believe I remember that in like 10th grade. Some shit. Like for instance, like
some shit you thought was pointless.
right, like animal cells.
Yeah.
Like understanding what's inside of an animal cell
Okay.
and knowing what.
But you know it's inside you, right?
Right. So yeah.
Now, what if you pushed it to the forefront, just the same way you use numbers for like your rent, you know what I'm saying, your bills?
Yeah.
Imagine if you pushed one thing,
Yeah.
science, like you push that shit to the forefront and you use that shit like to actually bring you like some type of substance in life.
So
It'd be the same thing.
right. So I'd be like a nerd. I'm gonna be a nerd real quick. So it's like switching weapons. So you just hit triangle, like you mastered your
And think
numbers.
about, and
Now
you
got
know,
to master
there's
yourself.
weapons that's stronger than others, right? Everybody deals with numbers. What I'm saying, does everybody deal with science?
Yeah, everybody deals with numbers. I mean,
We all
the
on the same
playing
level.
field is like level.
Yeah.
So
Some
the ones that take
oversaturated.
the extra shit puts them on a different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
science.
it's all different
The
too.
science plays in with like the critical thinking. Like when you take the ACT, it's science/critical thinking. Cause so you can like, yeah, this is a cell. But what's beyond that cell? There's this. What's beyond that?
Yeah, science is
What's
all
beyond
about.
this?
It's like questions. Well, it's
Yeah.
like philosophy too.
Yeah.
They seem very, very close.
Think about it. The technology we're using right now to record this podcast, it deals with science.
Yeah.
Right.
Think about it. Not everybody can do this shit. Not everybody can find out that a microphone can do this, plug this cord up to the computer. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody knows how to do that.
Oh, and where to?
Right, all I'm saying, numbers is just the basis of all that.
Yeah,
But you do have to know numbers to know that too. That's all I'm saying.
But yo, I had something else to say. It was so important. It was so good.
No, but and all this goes into like small-mindedness. That like, especially like where we're in Tennessee, you're raised to be a small mind. You're not raised to like reach for the stars. You're raised to reach for the factory. You know what I mean? Like, well, the thing about it though, like senior year in high school, I don't know if they did it after.
All I'm talking about.
I don't know if they did it after I graduated, but they had people from Bridgestone come and offer jobs. Like, they're like, yeah, Bridgestone. They're like, yeah, you go into the school program, you take you around, and then after you get done school, then you work for Bridgestone. I thought I want to work for Bridgestone when I want to do some big shit.
I would
Because they make $14 now.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. Like, well, no, so saying. So most people that we graduated with, they're like, oh, when they get done school, I'm gonna be a nurse or a technician. And it's cool. I understand we need those people, but like, if there's a million nurses, then somebody's gonna have to have a
Yeah. I feel like
Society.
that when people are in like high school or middle school and shit, they just say the same. They say the shit just because they hear people say it.
Yeah.
They don't really want to do that.
Right.
Dog,
Your typical,
Lawyer.
I want to be a lawyer.
Oh yeah,
yes. Yo, this is the
same shit.
Yeah,
Same shit. Like, do you really feel like you would fucking enjoy that?
That's what I ask people like, yo, what did you want to be when you were young? Don't give me the political answer. They be like,
I don't know.
yeah, they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the parents, and it kind of stems from the parents too, but
Like, I want to be a police star.
because like the parents always tell
Be a
you,
fire
you
truck.
grow up, you can be a lawyer or a doctor. It's like, why is that the only two things like I want to be? Like,
Yeah, it's almost like
why?
only
I think that's probably why kids like they
You know why?
they love the TV so much because like they're doing these things that they say I can't do basically.
You know why? That's what Zam said. Because money is the base and it's the general.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
well, you
they
can
equate.
make this. You might not make that. Like, oh, you want to be a rock star? Well, you might not make it. So you want to fall back on it.
That one.
Yeah, it always equates back to money.
Yeah.
My nigga Jake at work. Okay, this nigga told me, he was like, okay, what do you want? That nigga said, I want to get a trailer, a mobile home, have a generator, solar panels, and then have like grows on food, and you'd have some kind of like water thing, but he said he lived next to a creek or whatever. We had the distance away from the creek so the house wouldn't flood, but it was power in the house. So he had no government assistance, no nothing, had his own food, farming and shit. And I was like, man, you would have told me that shit in high school. I would have been like, nigga, you tripping. Like, what do you do? And like, I'm focused on money.
Right.
But right now, that sounds like fucking heaven.
Because you already got it. Like, your money's accomplished with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have more, but you know how it feels to have money. And it's not like.
Or you just see what happens to people on the way up that fucking mountain to get that
money. It
Like,
seems like people are conditioned for the chase. It's like it's an everlasting chase. Like, okay,
because
I reached this amount of money.
What is it? Yo,
Scarface the movie did
that ain't enough.
Scarface the
Not this amount. That ain't enough.
Yeah. Now that we never had this. What did y'all niggas want to do when y'all in here? Like the thing that wasn't like political.
I want to be an NASCAR driver.
I want to be a Power Ranger.
I wanted to be an astronaut, bro.
You want my honest answer?
Yeah.
I wanted to be a fucking assassin.
Yo, me too.
You told me that.
Yo, we talking about that?
Real shit.
Me and this nigga used to be like, we used to make up stories all the time.
I want to be an assassin in high school.
I swear to God.
No, yeah. Yo, I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, what was it? I was like, all right, second in line, our girl was NASCAR. But that was fucking it. I remember we used to.
It was crazy. I remember like in fucking prom, somebody was like, I give you $100 if you go push him off the boat. And I was like, you could really like do this.
Like, yeah, really.
So everything I could go like, you pay me to go beat this dude
And
up?
you know what? You know why I wanted to be an assassin? Like I did too. You know why I wanted to be an assassin? Real shit. Because one, of course, you're gonna live a life where you're always looking behind your back because you're not aligned with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I watched so many TV shows and anime.
Mechanic.
Yeah, where they were like there was some you got your low tier assassin. You know what I'm saying? Cats just be like, all right, I don't really assassinate people, but I work at this car shop.
You want to be Go 13.
Nigga.
Either that, or I wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying, the one that's like, I do special shit, like I never miss my shot. Like the first shot I always take, I take that one bullet and load that one bullet. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and shoot that bullet and I live, I fuck bitches, I get money, I eat well, but I live.
I've always went 2 pistols.
Yeah, and I live on my own time.
People ask people that young now, are they thinking about making a living? Like when you say, what do you want to be?
Yeah,
what do you want to do?
like I'm not.
They're not thinking about money.
No,
like,
I think that's the thing too.
I realize
Out of all the times, like,
what do
of
you want to
course,
be with my niggas?
as you growing up, you're
On the block.
Nah.
you know, when you're growing up, your job mind changes.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to do a job specifically for money because I want to be a Power Ranger, right? When I got older, I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to draw like cartoons, and that's because I saw cartoons. I love cartoons. So if I draw the shit, someone else gonna love what I draw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I wanted to be, what was it? I wanted to be a fucking comedian. I watched fucking like all that. I was like, that's fun. It's funny to laugh, make people happy, and that's always everything I want to do is to make other people happy, like writing and fucking doing this shit to make people fucking happy. I don't give a damn about the money because I'm gonna find some way.
It's the feeling you get that someone likes to come out of your mind.
Because I'm gonna find a way to get. I'm gonna find a way to get some money to live. But doing this shit, you know what I mean, to make people happy is fucking. That's the fun part.
I think humans are just naturally fucking gullible and shit. That's what I'm gonna. Because if something hits your like interest level, like pokes at that shit in your brain, no matter what it is, like I don't know if any of y'all did this, but like when y'all leave like Fast and the Furious, a nigga was going on the interstate leaving, not for like the next 2 days. I was in Tokyo. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's anything. Like you see something, I want to do that. I'm gonna do whatever it takes because I want to feel what that
Did we talk about something similar? Or
yeah. It was like episode 5.
Different lifetimes of the beat. Like I want to be so many different.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about how we don't have enough time?
So,
Yeah, we was like, I wish I had more time to be everything.
Yeah.
Like, you just want to be everything.
I want to be a chef. I want to be
Yeah.
an engineer. Nigga. I want to make music. I want to goddamn.
But see, you know what I thought? We just want to
back in your life with the dawn.
Man, bro, we just want to be those X-Men. Like, for real, like, we just want to
No,
be
exactly.
you know what I want to be?
I think the most interesting men in the world.
At this point in life,
Or
right?
the League of Gentlemen.
At this point, I want to be fucking Action Bronson. That's who I want to be. He gets to fucking perform for people and give out his music, and then he gets to go cook and eat with the best chefs in the world. Like that's what and travel. That's what I want to do.
This lady has said this to me one time. Like we were taking pictures for her daughter's like graduation, something like that. And she asked me like, what do I like to do? You know what I'm saying? Or what do you want to do with your life? you know, I hit her with the I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the cop out. But y'all niggas know. It's like a bunch of shit in our head.
Yeah.
Like, we probably use that I don't know. And it's like, nigga, we think about music, fucking food.
Yo, it's like
pictures. But listen, she said this to me, and this shit, it kind of like sticks with me. She said, the hardest part about being a young man, like in your 20s, is the fact that you have all these ideas that you hop on this idea and that idea. So, like, constant. By the time you look up, time is flown by. You know what I'm saying? Or you're old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't focus on that one thing.
Right.
And I feel like that's what a lot of these, like, people that you see that are successful,
They focus on it.
they focus. They probably just like us. Like, this nigga Seth Rogen is probably just like us. You know what I'm saying? He probably had a bunch of ideas. You know what I'm saying? But he focused on one thing, and it worked. Because if you put your time, the same way we put our time into work and shit, nigga,
Right.
this is the fact that we've had this job for like how long?
Like 2
Yeah,
years.
you can probably do the shit in your sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the fact that we put the focus in and we are getting paid for it is the same way. That shit it probably won't happen as quick, and that's what gets people probably is the fact that I'm not getting a check as soon as I do it.
It's a slow grind.
But you're doing something you're
Right
infatuated
now.
with, which makes it better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I wanted to be an astronaut, because I'm infatuated with space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, same way you said you want to be an assassin.
Yeah. I think I was infatuated. I think it was more infatuation with not the killing part.
The idea, probably.
The lifestyle of it. The
sleep.
Yeah. Like niggas go like I could walk through a hotel lobby and motherfuckers don't know that I can take their life. I can take their life right now and everybody would still be doing what they were doing. Like
They always kind of look at that person like, someone about him I don't want to fuck with.
right.
Because you like,
And they say it's always required, but it's not the mystique
I
of killing. It's just it's the whole lifestyle of it. Like you get like the money, the secret agent feeling of it. Like it's kind of like, oh, well, we're gonna.
Yeah, the suitcase money.
Basically, they're like, yo, are you gonna send the money to the location? Yes, the money is in that account right now. And as soon as I was like, okay, well, the job is done. You know what I'm saying? Like how, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just being honest. I was like, me and Zamboni talked about it a lot. I was like, oh, I love the lifestyle of it. Like Assassin's Creed, when he killed somebody, he took that feather, rubbed the blood.
Nigga, look how me and you play fucking hide and seek. What the fuck we look like running around, jumping through fences and shit?
Yes, like
Oh, well.
that's what I wanted to be, like for real. And I was like, I couldn't think
You
of
ever told your mama this?
Huh?
You ever told
I
your
told my
mama
mom.
this?
My mom's never asked me. She's never asked me. Like I can tell her.
Which is even more reason to be an assassin.
Right.
You're not even your mama know, nigga.
Right.
And like on your conscience.
Right.
You got so much money. What you do?
right.
Cut grass, man.
No. I used to look. That's what you said. I used to always want somebody asking that question.
Right.
They used to always want the question. Oh, so what do you do? And you gotta make up some like super like normal. Oh, you know, I cut grass, I cut hair. If they do cutting, that's what I do. You know what I mean? And then you're not realizing like, yo, I kill people for my living.
Like a flashback. Like, you know, wiping your hands off and shit, throw the gloves away, like, put my suit back on and go back out.
Yo,
Like, what?
Hey, I always wanted to be like one of them niggas that's like upper echelon army, like the niggas that wear the earpieces and shit. Like, what do y'all do every day? Like, I would want to know. Because why would you just sacrifice your whole life to just stand still?
right.
How much are you getting paid? What do you do? Do you get off days? Like,
What
how do you even, what application, what application do you
Being a
fill out?
bodyguard for like a celebrity or some shit, like you 24 hours, you get probably big money, but you ain't got no life.
No, in their head, they have to be like, they could have gone like schizo, like just create their own world in their head, because they know they're just gonna stand outside this nigga's hotel room.
Or the niggas. What's the
They're like, all right, let's tune back in.
Yeah,
Europe.
Yeah.
It's probably a fucking
The
cartoon.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon going on in that nigga's head. Like we standing there still, like just
Motherfucker
noises and shit.
So speaking on Action Bronson, I don't know if it was this week or last week, but this happened to him on numerous occasions. But he got his show got bumped from performance because of a song he did 5 years ago and an Instagram post he posted 3 years ago. The song's called Consensual Rape, and a lot of feminists start petitions and before the concert happens, and then he gets bumped because the city or the school, and this recent one was George Washington University, and they don't want any backlash from the students, so of course they're gonna bump the artist. He pins a letter and said like, it's kind of sad that you are judging me off a song I did 5 years ago. I'm an artist, and what artists do.
They must not know who this nigga is.
So I'm saying, what artists do.
You know how sarcastic this nigga is.
Right, and he could be telling a story from a movie he saw. That's what artists do. Music, whether it's music or painting or writing, this stuff is always creativity. There's probably a little bit of truth, and then you spin it and you stretch it. And
the nigga talks about jumping off of helicopters
and backflipping into a jacuzzi,
doing the split, landing on the dolphin with lasers on his head.
Yeah,
come on, really?
So, and
you really judging?
So, and from every interview I've seen and the show, Fuck That's Delicious, I've never seen a more like charismatic, like love life type person.
All right. What is that, Kim Bryson?
He's like Alabama.
Alabama.
So it's like I don't understand. I mean, even Body and Mayhem Lauren, the same kind of people. Yeah, Body has like a record, but the niggas is just trying to like enjoy life, and I don't understand like. I mean, everybody's done some kind of fucked up thing in their life. Yeah, his was on wax, so
they didn't do the research.
They didn't. They went off.
Listen to this nigga's raps. Look at his album covers. The nigga's clearly like.
And they went off a song. They went off a song that he doesn't perform anymore.
Right.
He hasn't performed that song on how long? So he's we don't want to like put somebody on who thinks like that. You know how many fucked up thoughts I have in my head on a daily basis? I don't say them out loud all the time.
Perception is your reality.
But like, damn, like you might be in a classroom sitting next to a Nazi. You don't know.
Right.
But
I guarantee you, they rocking with songs that aren't talking about.
And we got to think the title,
treating women like they're nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But still like bullshit.
Even the same ones who like try to ban
Lil Wayne fans.
Look, or they try to ban him, but then listen to like the Miami niggas, like the new movement. They're all talking about degrading women because that's what's popping. Now, will they do it? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them probably will, but you gotta like pick and choose the people. Like most of the music is not good as far as like message wise, unless it's like a damn love song, but it's still fucked up. You know what I mean? If somebody stabbing somebody for love, or they cheated or whatever the fucking fact may be. I don't understand.
Look,
I just didn't do it.
Music is a feeling. Look, if you sitting there talking about I hate this song, but you tapping your foot, it's tapping into something in your personality that you fucking like, or like whoop that trick or some bullshit. If you fucking mad at a girl, you just fucking you're not gonna do it.
I honestly think it's because they just saw the title, Consensual Rape. If he would have made a song called like Rough Sex, they would have been okay with it. They might not even listen to it. And I bet you anything they haven't listened to that damn song. They saw the title and was like, he's talking about rape.
But you know what's crazy? I think them people, with beyond not doing the research, they were just looking at it like, well, this is a good chance to get some money.
Oh, recognition.
Yeah, just recognition, just good publicity towards whoever party's involved.
And these be the same people who vote for Trump. He hates women.
Wait, I should everybody should be mad at the like. Not the tweeters, just the blog, and now it's people that didn't do their research and then they come out and just be like, man, I'm in the business, man. I gotta get these clicks, man. I just gotta put whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? They should be the forefront of getting blamed. Like, you get the celebrities going to the blame. After the celebrity gets found innocent or some shit, they should just like take the whole blog down. Didn't TMZ have like a few fuck ups?
Yeah.
Like, you just fucked up like 3 or 4 people's lives. Y'all should be taken down. Y'all should just be.
The internet is one.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
It's one. It's really determining like perception.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And everybody can put up their own perception for everybody else to see.
But also the internet only trumped what happened in the past because the internet exposed the past for being extremely fake. So,
like when we found out
allegedly.
Like,
I mean, when they show newscasts and you see the nigga like, God damn it, get the fuck out of my, like, walking out the set in 95.
You don't think that shit can happen in a fucking garage somewhere? That's all I'm saying. Allegedly.
What do you mean allegedly? It's like footage showing this.
But is it a big name like Anchor? No. You don't even know. You don't even know who he is.
But look, it don't matter.
It was Al Roker, I believe.
He's giving you
That's all I'm saying. Like,
he's giving you the perception that he's fucking Barney. You think he's a nice guy, and he walk up to you to slap you, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
That's like when we found out about George Washington.
Yeah,
there was no wooden teeth. He was taking good teeth from slaves and making dentures out of
I
them.
guess it's good and bad. The internet showed me that shit, and then also fuck up your whole damn.
Give
you perception and take it away.
everything is alleged. Unless
you were there.
Unless you're there or it's somebody like big name. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I've seen plenty of news anchor shits where it's like some fake shit. You know what these kids can fucking do with it?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the Obama video where someone like kicking the door.
Yeah. I cried because I thought it was real. These kids. But somebody made that shit probably sitting in their room. It's probably 20. That's true. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's not wrong, but it's just way accessible. Like everybody can get a hold to it, and it's simplistic,
and
you can learn.
Speaking on the internet, I read an article, and I had to read another one because I didn't know if this one's real. So I read about 3 or 4, and they all kind of say the same thing. And so I was talking about milk, and I recently this week, just because I'm kind of in my feelings on the subject, I stopped drinking milk because it said we are the only animals that drink milk after infancy.
Animals.
Yeah, we know we're mammals.
We're not animals though.
Mammals are animals.
We're not animals though.
Yeah. On the scale,
you're an animal.
We're an animal.
Nah, I ain't no animal.
On the hierarchy, the triangle, the pyramid, we animal.
I was fucking with you.
I'm not gonna accept the troll.
No, but it says we're the only animals that after infancy still drink milk, and we drink the milk of another animal.
Which is gross.
And I was like, oh damn, we do. And then it said that the milk we drink has pus in it because the udders get infected and shit like that. And then there's all kind of other shit. And I was like,
you and cereal.
No, look.
No,
look. But then, so that's what I'm saying. So I read it and I was like,
almond milk though.
Yeah.
No, that's what I did. So I was like, that's that day that I read that shit. And I was like, I ain't tried drinking almond milk before. And I was like,
almond, the unsweetened,
soy free.
Cheerios.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what?
It tastes the same.
It tastes
better.
It don't taste the same.
It tastes better.
I'll be each other that.
I got some milk tasted.
I don't like milk. I just eat it with cereal.
So I was just sitting there like, and they said that milk has a lot of unnecessary fat, blah blah, which we kind of knew that's what it's 2% whole milk, blah blah. And I was just sitting like, I want to Target right now. I gotta get some cereal and I'm gonna buy some almond milk because I'm not drinking milk.
What flavor almond milk do you get? Do you get like milk flavor?
No, I get the vanilla. But it's unsweetened vanilla.
But what's the point of getting
soy free? But it's still a hint of vanilla. It's no extra.
But
it's the extract of it. The extract.
But what if you eat like Fruity Pebbles?
Oh, mix it. It was good.
Nigga.
I feel like when we eat like a granola sweet bar.
Wait,
I like sleep.
Dumb question. Where does the milk part come from?
Yeah.
You can make almond. You can make milk at home. You can make nut milk at home.
I make nut milk.
Listen. Keep going. But no, like almonds. You put them in the water, let them swell up. It's a process.
Yeah,
you swell up, strain them and shit.
It's swell up, all right.
Okay, I just didn't know.
If you make
what does
it
the milk as what come from? Is it
Yeah,
I think it's
milk with almonds in it?
No.
So it's like
It's because when they made it, they knew it was going to be a replacement for milk. So if you knew, like, if they call it almond water, you wouldn't put it on cereal because you're like, well, it's supposed to be just for drinking. But you call it almond milk, so you're like, oh, it's milk replacement, so I can use this instead of fucking with milk.
It's like milk extract shit. Doing like cheese, they call it cheese paper, same shit they make cheese with. You squeeze shit out.
Cheese.
Pretty sure in a few years something's gonna be wrong with almond milk, guys.
Yeah.
There's always something.
Well, I mean, I think
Unless you make it at home.
probably, but I think it's like almonds have always been a healthy thing. So then we make it almond
You
milk.
can make cashew milk.
Yeah, cashew. Yeah, they sell that
So
too.
milk's always been a healthy thing,
Kinda. There's always been like
I live
extra
by
weight and shit. That's why they like. skinny kids, they say drink milk because it helps put weight on your body.
Yeah, what happened to the Got Milk commercials?
They
Who was
got.
Was that?
Yeah, was that a brand or was that like a government thing?
Was it a government thing?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Was it just
Like, why do you have to advertise?
I think it was kind of like the stop smoking shit. Like it was just a company.
I remember that's how I found out about osteoporosis and shit. You know what I'm saying? As a toddler, you feel me?
Man, let's talk that shit.
Yeah. That's all I know is Got Milk. But then I found out, like, as I got older and shit, that they said it doesn't do anything. It actually makes your bones more brittle or some shit like that. But then they said it was good again. But then here you guys talking about almond milk. So
I think it depends on what kind of milk you get, because if you get in just basic factory, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get Kroger's brand or you get Publix brand, well, maybe not.
Nobody's safe.
You know what I'm saying? You got
unless he's out there with my nigga in the desert with the creek, with the water. That's all.
You remember Money Print when we used to talk? We was talking about. I think I was talking to you about it too. What's the football player name? Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams, the one that lives in the island. That had like mad kids.
He came back.
Came back with he went back because they were suing him for the money he did finish out his contract.
That's right.
And then he left after he
went
paid it back.
I was like, every time I watch that, or every time I think about that interview, I remember that interview when he was like at that shack.
Yeah.
And I remember the backdrop was like, you see like his clothes was hang drying and shit. It was sunny, it was palm trees and shit. I was like, this nigga.
I think I could actually do that.
I was like, this nigga got the right idea. I was like, I am okay with just relinquishing all electronics.
Man.
Well, I don't know that. I just give him my laptop, my phone.
Nigga, stipulation.
Right. No, I was like, well, my thing was, it's like, I'm okay with, like, just being on an island by myself. Yeah. Just doing, like, even if it's, like, just, like, on some vacation shit. Like, I mean, like,
I think any person would eventually want some kind of human interaction.
You seen
it? It feels like a community.
Tom Hanks.
He got right. But I said like right. I'm saying it's like at least like a getaway, like almost like I just like fuck. I'm gonna black out for like 2 weeks. Just go.
It was like 100 of my closest niggas and like 10 of my enemies or some shit just to keep it spicy and shit. Right. Just keep it spicy with like 10 enemies, 90 the closest.
You ever read Lord of the Flies?
I'm just trying to make it spicy. I need my phone and then my laptop so I can download new music and talk to moms every now and then.
Sectionalism and such. This is our sector. That's
you can't have no stipulations, man. You gotta stop.
Dream.
You gotta stop at a certain point with your music and shit.
You telling me to stop? You telling me to stop imagining, man?
Yep.
Telling me to stop reaching?
Yep.
I can stay on the island. Let me have like my
let me
phone.
Be great.
Let me have my phone on full charge.
Let me
use it till it dies.
So you in like 2 hours?
Like
I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it the whole time. I'll be like 15 minutes. I'm cool. If I know it got last, I'm gonna get
it. There's this nigga on Breaking Bad. Yo, 100 G's. He make you disappear. He give you a nice stack. Send you up in the mountains or wherever you want to be stationed. Y'all niggas get rich. Just pay that shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking too. Like I read an article a long time ago on Antenna Magazine. They cover like music and all kind of different things, artists, fashions, clothes, and such. I remember this dude was talking about. They call him the most well-connected man. I want to say he owned this company called TheOnion.com or something. And he was talking about how he had to like literally cut. He was like he had to cut off all his phones and his emails and stuff because you don't realize like when you enter in the apps, when you give them like can we use your location or can we send you notification? That even if you go into that site and say I want to stop receiving these things, that they still send them or not. Like you have to go like to a higher, like you have to like talk to somebody and go, look, cut that shit off or delete it. Period.
Yeah, because that's how they get how they happen.
Right. So that's how they get like all the business and be able to send it off and advertise the things that you like or what you follow. So he was talking about how he literally like spent 3 weeks blacking out on that. Like he was like, I had to get all of this done and I just left it like to get unconnected so I can go and learn what reading a book is like again. He was like, I've been looking at screens for the last 2-3 years, ever since I started to come. So I was like, that's my philosophy as far as like the whole going to an island, like as needed. Like not just go out there and just stay there forever. Of course I'm gonna need some interaction. So of course I gotta bust a couple.
I will be tight on the island.
But
Do you by yourself too?
yeah, that's true. That's true. Self-sustainable in all ends, but you know, ain't like good old God-given woman. You feel me? Unless he gonna build one that he gonna take a rib or something, build it up out the dirt. You feel me? But
Yeah, I'll go keep.
right.
I'll keep want to make some cupcakes. What's it called again? I don't know.
That shit's fun.
I want to like make that.
Yo, I'm gonna
You need like some yeast or something weird for that shit.
No, probably not. It's probably like it's probably more like like you know when they make jailhouse wine, that are ferment. That's probably part of the process.
Yo,
I want to study that.
I don't know.
You need to make a beer.
Speaking of that, I don't know how niggas found out how to make like brandy and whiskey and shit. I went to the fucking Jack Daniel's distillery. You know, show how they make it. Nigga, it's like 30 fucking steps to that shit. And it's like, how the fuck? One nigga just sat there and I'm gonna try it with rice and then beans.
It was probably all by accident. It's probably like we had like if there's like if we're all part of like different pioneer groups, and in our area there's like barley, right? And so the barley got sat in with something else and you drank it and like, yo, I feel fucking weird. Hey, try this. Let's say you're from a different colony, but all you have over your place is rice, so you use rice, and he only got corn, so he uses corn. He only got hops, so he uses hot.
Yeah, I know they run this shit through like bread, like they let it sit like in bread and shit. Like
bread ferments.
Yeah,
I know, but like it goes through the rice. It's like when it goes in the bread, it's like foam-ish. I didn't like, and then
it's all yeasty.
Am I the only one when I was younger? I thought making ice cream was ice and milk.
Right.
You're not the only
Put
one.
this shit in the freezer, just like.
you got
Shit.
water.
It was horrible. Oh no.
Yeah, I literally took it and made 2 different things, ice and cream. Literally ice and milk. We throwing it in the freezer. We got
What
ice
the fuck
cream.
is ice cream?
It's a lot of things. It's salt, sugar,
Heavy
cream, whole milk. It's a lot of stuff.
So essentially, it's basically just flavored cream, like some.
Yeah.
Never thought of it like that.
It's like
It's like fucking coffee creamer, but like just advanced as fuck, frozen in a way. That's kind of okay.
homemade churned ice cream. Fucking fire.
Yo, I learned some new shit this week.
Shout out Briars.
They said studies show that tattoos strengthen your immune system. But it says when you go get a tattoo, your immune system is breaking down because it's getting attacked by stress, needles into your skin and foreign substances and shit. But then as it's healing, kind of like when you work out, it strengthens itself back up. So the more that you keep getting tattoos, it goes that process and it builds up more immunities. Then crack the code to why I don't get sick.
There we go.
Nigga just got 30 tattoos and I'm like,
You was just telling me a couple days ago, your throat was hurting.
nah, my nose stopped up. That's what it was. That's different. I got tattoos on my face. Yeah, we still think you got 5 though.
I only got 2, and I said I was gonna get 1 more.
I don't think I'm gonna go through life tatless.
Can't, man. It's boring. I can't. I always look back at myself
It's
like
just like permanent band-aids.
Ooh. That's deep.
I always told people that it was like a beauty mark that I get to choose. You know what I mean? Because a lot of jobs, they say like you see people have like the discoloration on the face, right? So it's like a birthmark. That's cool. But if you have a tattoo on your face, it's not cool. So I just say like tattoos are like a beauty mark I get to choose. Like just permanent. That's part of my body. Like it's like if I was born with this shit, you wouldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? So that's how you.
Damn. That's crazy, dog. Like, motherfuckers really be like, say motherfucker has like a big ass, like A$AP had the damn purple thing on his face.
Right.
He's like, it's a staple for him because he's like famous. Like guarantee when he was younger, it was like, what's that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like he got the I think he got a tattoo like a cross. They probably like, how you do that to your face?
Right.
So it's like, oh, so y'all the same motherfuckers that say it's okay, got a little birthmark.
Right.
You got a tattoo.
I didn't ask for this birthmark.
Right.
Like, I'm a piece of shit.
Right. So I'm saying like.
2 Chainz said on that Calico album that Wayne is the reason for. Wayne's like the pioneer, I guess, for face tats. And I thought about it, and I was like, I mean, of course, people with face tats already before him, but like before him, I really,
especially the one in the middle.
Yeah, especially that one.
I couldn't think of anybody else.
The unibrow tattoo.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen it. I don't remember anybody.
He said you tatted your face and changed the culture. And I've seen the thing.
Damn.
I'm like,
yeah.
Do we know Kevin Gates probably wouldn't be around?
Shit, what about tattoos, period, though? Wayne.
No, I think Wiz did. Wiz did tattoos.
Wayne was
way first. Way first.
Think of like.
Yeah, he was first, but I feel like, but he was
my girls like niggas tattoos.
Yeah, the nigga in my high school that got his whole shit tatted every time he saw him.
Yeah.
They equated it to.
So he.
No, I'm gonna equate it to Wayne, 50, Pharrell maybe, because Pharrell has that might be me. Pharrell has tight ass tattoos.
He do, but it's
So it's like covered in tattoo shit. That was
drowning
Wayne.
himself in tattoos.
That's Wayne.
50s was hard too.
I wonder
Big ass
what
speaker on his back.
What people think about like when they get tattoos. I don't just like a person that think about like, I want to get tattooed because I saw so and so. Because when I first saw tattoos, it was always bad guys in movies because I always had the bad guys because they always look cooler. And then wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I always wondered when I was a kid, I was like, oh man, so and so got a cool tattoo like fucking Goldberg. I thought Goldberg's tattoo was hard as fuck. I look back at it now, I'm like, oh, that's terrible.
Travel, swirly joint.
Yeah. But that's when I first thought like tattoo when I was a kid. Right, that's just hard as hell.
That Brahma Bull was harder.
Right.
Brahma Bull, yeah, it was.
But yeah,
it looked like one of them gladiator joints.
Yeah,
like the joints where.
I mean, that's what it is. It's like Samoan warrior type shit. And I don't think it was. I don't think people realize too. People who have like the Samoan tattoos, none of them get traditional tattoos like with the tattoo gun.
Yeah,
you stay at the artist's house for like a week or two. And they get a hammer and like the needle and they hammer it into your skin. Yeah. And you bring food to the artist for doing it for you. And it's this big thing like.
Yeah, it was on Ninja
culture, man.
Yeah, it is their culture. That's what, and then they get them on their face, they get them on their arms, their legs.
Yeah, it's like a little rape looking.
Yeah, and they just
chilling all the touch.
And I read about it in like Ink magazine or Bound by Ink, one of them too.
Bound by Ink.
Man.
But yeah, it's definitely something. It's definitely something that I like because like I'm really like engulfed in the culture. Like
I'm too indecisive to fucking get a tattoo. I'm gonna get one though, but I just know I'm like, damn, I should have got this.
Cause I think it's funny because like if me and you went to the same tattoo shop, right? Mm-hmm. They're gonna treat you different than they treat me, and it's crazy to me how that happens because they look at you like you don't know what you're talking about, you don't have any, so you got virgin skin. And then it's just weird because I see people all the time that go to tattoo places that don't have any, or they have like 2 or 3, and they're dressed. The way they dress is a little different usually, and then their attitude towards going there is different. You know what I mean? Right. I go there, I'm getting tattooed, but I'm also hanging out. You know what I mean? Because I talk to other artists or people who go. I know because being at different tattoo shops at the same time. Like I went to go to Friday the 13th tattoo when I was at Electric Hand. These people I've seen in like 5 different shops, or I saw them when I went to go get a benefit tattoo. Okay. And and so it's just like you see like who's in the culture and who like, oh, I want to get a cheap tattoo, so and then everyone's kind of feeling like
it's just like with any other like.
There's a kind of
community.
Yeah,
it's like you gotta shed blood for this before you come here.
Yeah, what you doing in there, yo?
It's like you get one tattoo and you're like, hey, I want to be a tattoo artist now. You're like, oh,
because I've always hated when people who get like one tattoo, like, yeah, I'm tatted now. What? You get one.
Soldier Boy. You get tied up in like a month like Soldier Boy did.
I hated that shit too.
I think the Soldier Boy just dived in some ink.
Right.
And then he was ended up being on the cover of like Urban Ink magazine, which you knew what kind of magazine that is.
Mm-hmm.
Black people texting rappers and basketball players.
Urban Ink.
But
UrbanInk.com.
right. So to last topic, it's kind of close to the last time, but it's been happening a lot more in the past week, and it's fucking terrorist attacks. You have Nigeria, which is the Boko Haram, killing kids and people and lighting them on fire and all kind of shit, which doesn't get, and there's a lot of media, or a lot of backlash towards the media because they don't talk about the Nigerian, because it goes back to kind of a race thing, like, you know, all these, you know, Nigerian people, which are looked at as black, are not getting the press that Europe or somewhere else is getting, or a country that we think is bad is getting.
I wonder why. I wonder if it's because it's just commonplace there in Nigeria.
I don't know.
Because I feel like whenever Africa, like, you know, they got the civil wars that's been going on.
Right. Well, they show, I think they show Pakistan, Afghanistan all the time, but that's because we think that they're a bad country. So they keep showing bad things to imprint that on your mind that they're a bad country. So like you're in favor of us going over there to do whatever we need to do or whatever we think.
In favor of us giving more tax dollars.
Yeah.
That we really don't even have a choice anyway.
That perception shit real.
Yeah.
I remember a year and a half ago when I was in Chicago, I remember I was looking over my shoulder like every fucking 10 steps. I don't know. I ain't never been here. I don't know this is how I look before shit pop off. I don't know what the fuck going on here. I just hear about the shit all the time and I see it. Did you see what Ebro posted today?
No.
Ebro posted. Hold on. Yeah,
I just don't understand like I don't understand like we talked about last time the end game. I don't understand if like you saying you don't agree with what I agree with, so I'm gonna kill you. And I say it again. I told somebody this week who's very religious. Religion, I think, is the problem. These people are fighting and dying over something that they believe in, like the religion, but nobody knows if their religion is the right religion.
Yes, most wars, the biggest wars in history, have all been about.
Yeah, what 100 years war.
Yeah, like
so it's like you think your religion's right, I think mine's right. No one knows who's right. Well, you're fighting over nothing, basically.
Check this out. In 2 months. 2 months. The past 2 months in Chicago. 141 murders, 677 shootings, 800 shooting victims in 2 months. Like I don't want to go there.
It's like
you can tell me it's beautiful as fuck. I don't.
It's like domestic terrorism.
Yeah, it is glorious.
In 2 months. 2 months? That's it? Like, that's usually like, what is it? Tennessee, that's probably like our year.
No, because they said Tennessee, our homicide rate rose like 12% from 12 to 14.
That shit happened because I don't see it.
I don't know. That's because they don't talk about it because it's usually niggas.
I don't watch the news though, so niggas can get.
Yeah, I don't watch the two niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just down.
I thank Lupe for that. He got me not to watch.
Back to you talking about you saying that about religion. I think in a lot of cases, religion's been the image of religion has been like distorted by man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like,
well, they use it as a weapon now.
Yeah, like the basis of it, if you look at every single one, is basically treat others how you would like to be treated.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But it got manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Because religion became hand in hand. It became hand in hand with politics. That's what it is. I think politics came into it. So now they basically weaponize religion. Religion is now, if life is a game of Uno, we can look at it like that, is the draw four.
Right.
You can't say nothing.
That pastor said he wasn't going to go to one of the churches because he wanted $3 million and they could only give him 1.5.
That's what I'm saying.
So he was like talking about that he don't have to go. And they got the camera in his face. He's like,
money.
Like, what are you really?
We was watching the documentary on Scientology, and they are one of the most profitable businesses in the world.
Why is it? I thought it was a religion.
It is, but religion's a business.
Yeah.
and they're a nonprofit, which so they get that tax break, which is why they make so much money. And it took them like 6 years or some shit like that to be able to become a nonprofit.
Sermons be looking like concerts.
Yeah.
Fireworks going off. Crazy.
You in the background.
Tom Cruise come through, especially.
Yeah. Cause he's like the face of Scientology.
Crazy.
A lot of people are backing out of this shit now.
No, it's a decline, and there's like in Christianity is like 33% or something like that.
No, I'm talking about the Scientology
Oh, Scientology,
shit.
because that's
What's
crazy.
that, Leah Remini? The chick from King of Queens.
Oh yeah.
Cheeks.
Yeah.
I can't forget the chick. She had the cheeks. She was in the Scientology.
Yeah, I looked at
She ain't rock with. She don't rock with them.
Yeah, I looked
There was
at
like 2 more celebrities. Too.
Yeah, I looked at the list to watch the documentary, and there was like 30 celebrities that are in it, and a lot of them try to leave. They said when you try to leave, they try to tarnish your name too,
Not going anywhere.
because you're gonna release their secrets and they're scared. So they like in the documentary they showed one dude, he left. They created a website about this guy and talked shit about him, posted images of him. They followed him to his house, did surveillance, and just terrorized him basically.
People watching. Hey, I remember that.
Yeah.
And you remember the last part when they showed the mom, it was a family, and the mom stepped out of it. Her own daughter cut her off.
Yeah.
The daughter was so deep into the shit.
Yeah, because when you have kids, they separate your kids from you. So your kids get raised over here while you're over here, and your kids are worse off than you are. That's how it works, man. Shit crazy. And that's what.
But the thing is, they don't. It's just like when you when people try to. I have personally. I don't know about y'all. I've been called about like pyramid scheme type shit from people I went to high school with.
Yes.
And they don't tell you what you're doing.
Right.
They be like, hey man, you trying to make some money? Yeah. Come to my house at 6 o'clock.
Right.
Oh shit, what's this about? I'll give you the details when you get. No.
Nah.
No.
I need them right now.
No.
So it's that joint. It's that joint where that what you call it? When you should be here.
You should be here. The little blue sign.
Yeah, because I was wondering when I thought about it, like these motherfuckers. I was like, it's a pyramid scheme because like I had a bunch of close people asking me to do it. I sat down and had a meeting with a couple of them.
Right.
And after I got done, I was like, all right, that's cool, whatever. And I just sat down, reading, researching. I was like, this is just a legitimate pyramid scheme because really what it is, you put money into it.
That's the only thing I understand.
Yeah, you putting money in.
$500 deposit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you're supposed
What am I
to.
doing?
That's it.
What's happening?
Then you gotta get somebody else to do your work.
Then you got to get somebody else to pay you. And then you get a group and get a team, and then that team do that, and you get the money. But the only people that's getting the money is the people who started.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then they like, you get to a certain level, you get like a Benz or some shit, like an S.
Yeah, Donnie.
And I'm looking at it, I'm just looking at it like, this is creepy, dog. I don't know what the fuck this is. Like,
They sold it to me though. I was all for it. People trying to get dressed up and shit. They putting out Fiskars and Rangers and Bentleys. I'm like, oh.
and I'm like, they had like, right. Your motherfuckers was having like legitimate conferences and shit.
Yo, I brought my hood ass straight to the shit. You know what I'm saying? He from Memphis. He show up in like a polo and some shit. We in there joking, like clowning, and they trying to have like a series. We up talking about we in Brickwood somewhere, and we just like, oh, we finna get paid. Blah blah blah. Never went back. Never even talked to anybody.
Because it was no, there's
They
no.
don't tell you nothing.
They don't
They
tell
tell
you.
you nothing. Just give me $5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the perks are like you get to travel for like
$7
discounted packages and shit like that. And it was kind of like it's weird.
But then, like when I found out, I guess they told me what the job was. It was like basically you're gonna be like a Comcast salesman in the sense that you're just selling like
you're selling
products, but you're doing our job,
right?
Basically,
You're selling services.
And we're getting 1%.
and it's a
Right.
and it's a small chance you get paid from it.
Right.
But you have to have so many people to break even.
No,
And then
you gotta
have
break over your quota.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to break even, and then beyond that, you have to get to like in the black.
It's going like on religion and shit. Not that I'm not religious or anything. I just I've never liked the concept of like being like a gang or something. I don't know. Like
in a following.
like that pyramid scheme shit, that sounds like come with us, brother.
Yeah.
And it's like
Take my hand.
you know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't, then you have repercussions.
not let you alone.
I've always just like you said, treat people as you.
Yeah.
You like to be treated, but it's.
What he just said is a perfect example. It was manipulated to think that. No, like the shit is.
Yeah.
It's no. Now you get people that shun you.
Right.
But it's supposed to be like.
And it's crazy.
Hey, I'm just trying to show you what I.
And then you like, oh, it's time for the tithing, and then this other money I want you to give, and this other money, why do you bring on the basket 5 times?
I don't know. Up in the bins.
Yeah, I never understood. I used to ask my mom that. She used to
it's to help fix the church. It looked perfect. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, she used to tell me this stuff. I think that was my mom's fault. Sorry, mom, backing you out, but I mean, it's just. I think that's anybody. When you start asking questions and then they start telling you to stop asking questions, it's like
because they don't know you.
Yeah, like I don't know.
So
as soon as my mom told me
There's
that,
a video.
my grandma started saying it to me because I started asking questions like, "Hey, how y'all know? How they know? Who wrote this book? How they know perfect English and they talk different back then? Like, just stop asking questions."
That's crazy.
I just want to know. I believe the story. I just want to know some details.
That's when you know. That's when you know what you're doing.
And then Boondocks hit me with the Palestinian winters being too cold for the shepherds to be out in the field. So how was this nigga even born out there? And then they said as you get older, December 25th was never his birthday. And then you start finding out the 4th of July is actually not even on Independence Day isn't on the fucking 4th of July. And it's like I'm just gonna live.
Just give up.
Just give out on all things. Like
this shit's
no, and that's
milk good, milk bad.
No, and that's
milk. What was good, and then gluten. All of a sudden, gluten is not a thing anymore. It's like, oh, we were just kidding. We found
that's
gluten
good.
Gluten's right. It's good fashion, bad fast.
That's good now.
you can be fat and be healthy.
No, I'm saying like the shit's treated like a product.
Yeah, it's
Let me
getting
get some fat and put it in my ass.
But it's needed. It's needed.
Pause. I'm talking about like girls like getting surgery and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was about food.
No.
Yeah, it just goes to that point.
Reality shows.
It kind of scares me because when I get to the point of raising a kid, I don't know what route I want to take. Do I want to like start off as like, when I talk about Santa Claus, don't fuck with it because it's not real.
That's what I'm
Or do I want to like let him
Santa Claus, number one.
Right, or do I want to let him or her believe in it till like I get to a point like, okay, old enough, this shit ain't real. I don't when do I pull the cord and like, I'm gonna show you the real life because I like I said before, I didn't like when I got older and realized everything that I was told was a lie.
You know what?
I don't want to
Your
like
parents probably did the same thing. Yep. At one point, you know what I'm saying? But it's all about who's going to be the sacrifice.
Boy, it's hard. I think it's hard.
Yeah, but we got more information than they might have been kind of weird. But we just
I think the hard part is when like, okay, let's say if I was like Santa Claus is not real, then it gets hard when they go to school and everybody's doing all this Santa Claus shit, coloring.
They definitely
like ruining it.
And then they're like, well, my dad said it's not real. And then you're like, no, it is. And then you gotta your teacher. They're fuck off a teacher. Your kids might get bullied or something, and I gotta go up there and go to school. I mean,
then the teacher. Then you got the teachers that are like the realists, like probably talking to the kid like, you really like don't like free gifts.
Yeah.
Right. And it makes everything okay.
Like you know what I mean? Like,
I like Christmas.
I chose myself a couple years ago that I don't participate in Christmas. You know what I mean? I don't buy gifts. If I receive a gift, that's one thing, but it's like, I don't want you to. Like, what do you want? Nothing. Give me anything. Yeah. I do the shit during the year, and you do shit for me, or whatever. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of holidays I choose not to participate in. So howhopefully when I get that, when I get to the part of the chance of, having a kid, maybe I'll be able to do it without, having to pull the string because like on TV they don't show a lot of holiday stuff anymore. You know what I mean?
It's hard being that sacrifice. It's true. Especially in our culture. If you think about it.
Y'all ever wonder why celebrate like Jesus' birthday, but we don't celebrate his second coming, I guess, Easter or whatever, when he's supposed to rise again? Like, how come we don't? Wouldn't that be another day? But it's like you choose. Like which Jesus holiday is a Jesus holiday? Like
I still celebrate it.
Yeah, you mean like
No, but they don't
big?
talk about Jesus. It's a bunny. But it's my grandma telling me it's about Jesus coming alive again. But then I get Easter baskets and bunnies and everything shaped like a bunny. Like
it used to be. If you think back to when we were younger and they had the little shows, like the little claymation shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes they had a little like baby Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But I think it got to
it's
a
at the
point.
forefront though.
But it got to the point where they're trying to take religion out of everything. I was telling somebody else this. Like, even though we're a country built on in God we trust, they're trying to take religion out of everything. Even though it's like we still celebrate the same things that even the reason we're celebrating is because of these.
I don't think it's.
But God is God, but the religion is just.
I don't think they're trying to take religion out of everything. It's because we're supposed to be built on religious freedom, and then they're pushing Christianity when you can't push one if you're not gonna push the other one. I think that's what it is.
Right.
Because
that's the one we're built on.
We're built on religious freedom. That's why people came over here, because you could be a Quaker, you could be a Protestant, you could be a Baptist, you could be a Mormon, and everybody's supposed to be able to live together. You go to your church, I go to my church, but they just start pushing the straight, like, basically like Baptist views to everything. Yeah. You know what I mean? When everybody's not Baptist.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So then it's like we gotta let's pull it. You know what I mean? Like
another turn off for me was that when I was in college, I was in class and there's this lady, she's super into church and all that shit. And she was talking about, I was like, why do preachers have to get paid money to come? Like, cause you gotta pay for the plane. I was like, okay. And then you gotta pay for like, the ride there. I mean, like the cars. I was like, okay. Well, how are they wearing $2,000 suits every day? Every day, like a different suit every day, and they can buy all this. I was like, does that not bother you? No, because he's passing the word on. I'm like, yeah, but if he really cared about the word, he wouldn't be charging you. He only charged you to get me there, and I can get dinner, and I'll spit for y'all. I'll spit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hop back on the plane, go back to like what I do. I never understood why you get to speak for 2 hours on Sunday and Wednesday, and just be off, but be fly as fuck for the rest of the week.
Right. You gotta dress it up. Look at Creflo Dollars church in Atlanta. His church in Atlanta, a mega church. It's got gold domes on it, and you walk in there, and it's like Bridgestone Arena. I walked in there with my cousins, and there was probably enough seats to fit like 5,000, 10,000 people.
And what they say?
Yeah, there's two big Megatrons in there, and I was sitting there like, this is a church?
Yeah, that's how I felt about it's a church in Antioch. It's not even Mount Zion. That's pretty big, right? It's like I ain't never seen nothing like that. That's like I think that's the first church I went to when I came here.
Right. Man, we call this shit clubs.
And I was like,
I stopped Jesus.
For real, I was like, man, it's so live in here. Like,
how is this shit at church? Like
people try to spit.
Like trust me,
the Lord told me that you still walk into my life. I'm glad you're here. This is perfect time.
Speaking of like when you talking about church and shit, there's people that I know went to church on Easter, and I know I'm looking at them like, why have you walked? Why did you go? For what? What was the reason?
Remember the people that only go
what was the point?
On Easter and like
special
little special things.
What's the point though?
I
feel good. I went twice a year.
Like if you're gonna be in it, just
the thing I hate is like I did a lot of sinning this weekend. I gotta go to church tomorrow.
Like that's just gonna show them all you say.
That's the main thing. One of the main fucked up parts. I talked to somebody heard it this week about is like, somebody repent, you'll go to heaven. So I can go like do murder. I can go murder all these people and then repent. I'm good.
I heard somebody say
that's crazy.
I don't know, man. I just
Lord forgive me. I've seen
the only person who's made like religion sound like I can ask them anything. It's like no malice. Like when I hear him talk about it, it's like okay, I can see. And that they start like, yo, what about if you stab somebody and la 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 la? He always has
listen.
Yeah, it's always like, we all
brother.
Yeah, I killed that brother. But listen, my pastor had to kill him to get here, baby. I'm helping y'all. And it's like, that you can't. You can't.
It sounds too good.
Yeah, it's nothing that, you know what? Okay, so but if you tell me I don't know, and I can tell you just fabricating some shit.
Right. These are the people who are like, I'm not going to do this to you because I'm a good Christian. So you got the one side that says you can do anything and be okay as long as you repent. You got the other side, you better not do anything bad or you're not going to heaven.
But then you got my homeboy mom, when we was in, fucking 5 years ago, whatever. Fucking his mom was talking about not fighting this woman that was yelling at her. And she was like,
be a good Christian.
No, she was not. My nigga Jason was like, they gonna beat the hell out of you. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, well, they're gonna be doing a whole lot of beating because I ain't gonna know that. So I'm sitting here like, that's another strike. I'm just like, so I gotta just get my ass whooped? That's another thing. And it's like, if I asked her that, or somebody else, they would give me the
I could turn out to cheat, but I ain't Jesus.
What you scared to do it for if you can just repent? That's another loophole.
Yeah.
But that's the
Like
question.
people just living crazy just because they know, all right, Sunday I can just tell them the truth.
Right.
Everything will be okay.
That's what throws me off about some rappers with they
Oh my
portray let's take Ace Hood, right? He got a song which I like the song, it's a good visual picture, but it's like the art of robbery, burglary or some shit. But then all his songs he be talking about, because of God, I did this because of God.
Or when they accept the Lord, and first and foremost, I like the Lord, and everybody.
Yeah, it's like, hold up.
Your whole catalog is talking about the choppers.
Yeah.
The choppers.
Take away God's people.
Right. I gotta get these kids.
So does that make what's I heard spiritual thrown a lot. I'm not sure if I fall into that category. What is
Crutch.
So what?
I'm trying to figure out. I've heard the word spiritual thrown around a lot. I'm trying to figure out if that's what I am, but I don't.
Yeah, and that's what I say for myself too. Is that I think spiritual for me is I'm saying that I believe that there's some kind of higher power that put us here, but I'm not saying it's this person, this being, whatever. There's just something.
Yeah.
It's the unknown.
There's more to it.
Yeah.
Sounds like even when I watch the alien shit, like research on aliens and shit, it's just like they always say all religions circle like what you said earlier. Treat people what you want to be treated like, and there's always
same rhetoric.
But if you check it out though, there's always a God, the supreme God that no one has ever seen, but you always see like the Jesus or the what's the nigga in China, the fat nigga? The Buddhas, and then you see I don't know what about Muslim, but
you see Ganesh and Allah.
Yeah, but they're always like the messengers from so it's like a superb God, but maybe like the religion, how he got here or whatever is like out of the separation.
Right.
Because if you're like super extra Christian, right, and you can't believe in anything else, right? I guess. But then you got like a Muslim friend. Do you accept his God as a friend?
Because it makes
is that going against?
Right. Religion makes you when it comes to other religions, it clouds your view on using your brain.
It's the numbers thing. It's only using one weapon.
Yeah, because it's like
his
makes a lot of sense too. Maybe his isn't so far-fetched, and then I feel like some religions kind of like dialect. We're all saying words, but different regions it sounds different. So all these religions are basically the same thing. They're just told different.
But at the end of the day, it won't ever get to a point where it's like, okay, that's because in certain religions,
ours is the only.
It's the only one, so they can't fathom the thought of this other God being real. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
And I have a theory too that for all the religions that every religion is praying to the same being. I have this theory that they're all praying to the same thing, but depending on the region, it has to change its figure to relate with those people.
Like a mascot.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like
it's all the same exact.
Just kind of like if you go like we talking to each other, we can look how we want to look. You go on a job interview, you might put on a tie or whatnot, so you're gonna present yourself different. So it's all
fitting.
Yeah, so you present yourself to these people in a way that they can, react to what the word is. You know what I mean? So it might be a little far fetched, but it's high. You know what I mean?
I've always thought that like maybe all of these people that they're talking about are the same person.
Yeah. Like he's saying, that's the reason why like all the religions are kind of the same. You know what I mean? So maybe it is all one person. Okay, then I'm gonna look like this. Then I'm gonna look like this. Then I'm gonna look like this. Like, but then of course
you can't put a long, flowing haired white man in front of some Asian people.
Yeah,
they don't understand.
We don't accept that.
Right. So
I don't think
it's people don't believe. It's like the questions that you have that can't get answered, and you're told not to ask.
Just believe.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's like I believe, but you gotta tell me why I'm supposed to believe.
Because you're supposed to believe because it is in your heart.
Because believing is spelled with a B.
I mean, you like people like knock all these other weird religions that like the ones that kiss the snakes or guy commits suicide because he jumped off a building because what's the nigga you said the lion, the tiger.
Oh, the homie that walked into the lions.
Like, yeah,
it's
you can fry that nigga's religion all day, but like obviously his shit was strong enough to make him go pet a lion.
Like his faith.
Like yeah, but it's just like how can you knock that? But then if I ask a question, I wouldn't ask him a question. I believe that nigga will answer me why he fucking walked to this lion. But I ask you a question about blah blah blah, and you can't give me anything. So it was like I side with him, I guess. Because he can answer me. I believe the story more because I can get the details I want.
Right. It's just crazy.
So it could be real as hell. We got weak ass messengers. I don't know, but I'm just asking the wrong people maybe.
That's why they all say that they're prophets sent to relay the word to the people. No, but the fact that you can go to school to become a pastor, reverend, whatever you want to call it.
Low-key, the only person I want to pastor is Jesus.
That's a problem.
That nigga walked in and was like, this is what it is.
That's a problem to me, that you can learn it, like you taught it. So your teacher can have a skewed view of whatever the fuck.
They're doctors.
Like who's the deep-minded pastors?
That's what I'm saying.
And then I don't like the fact that
deep-minded pastors
that barely made.
Like what church is that?
That's what I'm saying. And then what's not to be on some Seinfeld
That's
shit.
what you see going on with
Not to be on some Seinfeld shit, but another flag for me is like, what's the deal with finding a good church? What does that mean? Like,
yeah,
I want to find a good church.
Man,
But it's like
honestly,
I've always wondered what that meant.
Okay,
Like,
so
why
they probably
so you got subcultures in like Mount Zion niggas might get fucking fried by like the backwoods churches in my grandma's
no music. No, that's what I was gonna get at. Like,
I want to go in there.
Traditional.
yeah, like when people say that they're talking about a good church, they're probably talking about the community, right? The church community.
Talking about the
some might be talking about if it's
no
live in the church, like if it's a band, you know what I'm saying? If it's lit, then like that might be for them.
Club Jesus.
Because I've definitely been to churches where it's like 5 people in there.
Yeah.
It's hot, no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
It's
Yeah.
And they got that one organ. That one organ. Young man.
Jesus said to you, what you put in me? I didn't do nothing.
And when you find yourself in the valley, you have to look up when you was down. You know, it's like, yeah.
Not even that. It's like,
I mean, there's a lot of it.
Come to you. Yeah.
Humbly.
The more selfish part though is that some people go to church to find a mate. They're like, they go some selfish shit like, go in church, find me. Oh man.
I hate to say this, man. I mean, Mount Zion is my church. I've been going there before it became mega church.
Megatron.
Yeah, I mean, it's still dope in its own way, but I mean, it comes with as growth comes. Yeah, you're gonna get your, and we living in a different society too. So church is now evolving into like a more mobile thing too. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Jesus. but it's fucking bad. You know, but
it's also kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to doctors and like we were talking about this, right? And then like some Christian organization if you're listening now, and just like, let me give y'all the word. Like I understand y'all just confused or whatever, and I'll be like, cool, that's what's up. And you tell me all this, and then I cut on TV and see fucking Pastor Kearney Thomas on TV and shit saying like something else completely different. So it's to me, and that confuses me even more. And I just chalk it up as doctors. Like, you know, you go to the doctor and they always say, you go, oh, we'll go get a second opinion. And it's just something. Nothing wrong with it.
Hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, like, one of my friends, they were supposed to have surgery, went to the next doctor, they ended up never eating.
Yeah, that's funny though, because
like, you know,
you're saying the fact on finding a good church, right? You go to like, so if you say if you're a Baptist person, you go to 10 different Baptist churches, you're telling me they're not all the same kind of Baptist? So you're going to find someone who's going to say the things you want to hear.
Yo, on some Marvel versus DC shit, you telling me that ain't one of them out of millions of these pastors, one of them evil, one of them just taking money, and they just couldn't fucking put up a good poker.
One of them back there fucking
one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
back there fucking Sister Patty and shit.
Fucking little fucking
from the mega churches to the smallest church.
Miss Patty is D. Woke up early this morning and the Lord told me, Sister Patty. Come to my office.
I'm just saying, like, if you get mad, that doesn't turn out. Like, if you get mad because you didn't get 3 million and you only got 1.5, and you're just talking to some people like on some seminar shit, like.
And show you where your passion is.
That's what I'm saying. But how the church goer to the church that he was supposed to go to that they was excited to see, why is he even excited to see him? It's supposed to just be a book out of the fucking Bible or whatever. But anyways, they come in. Well, okay, how do they feel faith-wise now that you didn't show up because you didn't get paid, and then you on camera talking shit about how you didn't get paid and how they need to pay for your services and God.
See, I came down to the city, but when I got there, they didn't have my money up front. See, I got my money up front. Jesus said, take the money first, and then relay the message.
That's my man Pimp C said, I ain't rapping shit until my money in my pay.
But really, the further you get away from the TV, the realer it gets though. Like, the backwoods churches seem more real.
Yeah.
Like they're like hour and a half.
Because I don't care about
maybe
the
an
money.
hour. Yeah, it's just like okay.
They're actually
Like car broke down.
Like
he needs to raise $1,000. He gotta keep speaking word. That's different.
That'd be the
He
ones
needs that
where
money.
that'd be the ones that pastor come to your house when you're like, man, my car broke down. I'll come help you.
They got the van.
I mean, if the pastor's leaving LA and driving to Compton for 2 hours and then driving back to LA, I don't think that's not kosher. If that's the only thing you do.
I mean, like I said, it's to each their own because religion is supposed to be more of a, like Justin said, for one, you know, how you treat others, and then to yourself, what you believe, because it's easy to get clouded.
It's a balance.
To thine
It's
self.
a very, very, very
To thine own self.
crazy thing balance. You know,
The words of Heaven Gates.
you're retarded.
So
Every gate.
we're all officially going to hell. So we'll leave it there. Got my gasoline.
I ain't going there.
I ain't going back.
I've been there once.
I ain't going back.
Man, hell fucking suck.
I don't know. I think it's
Fuck that. Because it'd be your personal hell. It wouldn't be like.
That's what they say though. You don't know though.
But if you leave in hell, you leave in hell.
What if it's a club?
That.
What if it's like a club?
I didn't show you that.
Club hell.
How come don't nobody
Oh
ever ask?
yeah, look,
What if it's a club?
Nobody ever asked. Never mind.
might be club hell. You know.
What about this devil with the horn? You know what? Let me stop. We don't talk about this.
Yeah, which devil is it?
Nobody knows.
No one knows.
Hey, all I know is since Jay-Z Blueprint 3 came out, the devil is a
The
rat.
thing is, you can't stop dancing. You can't stop the turn.
But they said
You get
what's
tired, like,
no,
You don't get tired.
no, look, they said in what's the Dante's Inferno,
Yeah.
he said that hell is poetic justice. So like he was saying, like you love dancing, but then to make you dance, you're like, I don't want to dance anymore, but you can't stop dancing.
Right.
So
the things that you love the most, or the love,
Or
or
gonna kill you.
they gonna overkill. They
Yeah.
give you the overkill.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah,
Because it's like the thing you wouldn't expect.
y'all gonna read. That's a good book. Virgil's, it's written by Virgil.
I'm
It's
sure
called
he was in the
Dante's Inferno, which were the video games based off of.
Dante and Virgil.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Chopping Up with the Homies podcast.
Real talk.
Hit us
It's a
up.
good episode.
DominantHomies@gmail.com. Like the Facebook page. Go follow the Instagrams and the Snapchats and the Periscopes and the
Jello.
Oh, and very important. Go if you listen to it on iTunes, go review it, rate it, so we can kind of like be up there. You know what I'm saying?
Grow with us.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow this year.
Right.
Grow
So
with us.
you send us something, we'll read it on the air, and we'll, you got questions or a topic, we'll read about it, talk about it. If you got some music you want to send us, we'll put it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Just we trying to be your friend. You trying to be out. We trying to cohesively be together. You know what I'm saying?
Let's scratch backs, man.
Yeah.
Let's scratch backs.
Quid pro quo.
Exercise the Twitters.
So
Twitter,
Exercise your Twitter activities at
Twitter side.
Zamboni_Jones. That's ZAMBONI_Jones.
And if you're trying to find something related to the podcast, just go to Google and look up Chopping Up with the Homies. You're gonna see everything that has been hashtag Chopping Up with the Homies. That's how the internet works.
Yeah.
So like we say, we're not trying to change your mind. We just trying to open it. And yeah. You'll find. Hey Shannon.
We can't.
My friend.
They say, yo, that middle finger don't put no fucking fear in my heart.
Little finger.
Indian, ain't you? Indian ass.
Little finger.
It's fucking pipe on.
Bro,
I hate it.
it's so annoying. I hated that.
Obama.
Oh, yeah.
Billy. I think it was Billy Obama. Nigga said, I like to announce the new president, Barack Obama.
What it feeling like outside?
Getting kind of nippy.
Getting kind of nippy.
Getting kind of nippy.
She let me play with a titty.
You get to go. Chicken lick.